live chat.
경외감 속에 숨어들.
Be live. Make sure the audio is good too.
우와,
시선에 눈이
봤어요,
멀지
단장님?
않도록.
돌아오면 칭찬을 잔뜩
Yep.
해주셔야겠는걸요?
Hey, biggest consumer. Welcome back to yet another Singe stream, where I'm actually playing Olympus Company again. I'm just finishing up some dailies, which will take like... Yep. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do this, and then I'll skip the red excavation, and then I'll begin Intervallo 6, I think.
이번엔 네 놈인가? 나도
그대로
그들
꿰었소리라.
저분은 어디 아프신 걸까요?
Winrate Gaming.
아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어
Being
보여요.
lazy.
마침내 깊은 수면에 빠지시는가.
That is a temporary placement.
왕의 비운 하사.
I think I'm still in progress building the bleed team. That's why Wild
기름이란
Hunt
건
is also
이런
there.
사소한 일에도 슬며시 따라오나 봐요.
내가 왔나.
모두가 노력한 덕분에 업무가 일찍 끝날 것 같은
나
지금처럼
선 속을
말이에요.
벗어날 수는 없다.
너는 오베르튜.
I know.
경외라 혹은 괄목하든가.
Alright.
평범과
I'm
비범은
just gonna
이렇게나
skip this.
큰 차이를 보이지. 이제
Wow,
지겨운
bunch
그
of boxes.
이사놈도 일을 안 하고 다닌다는.
Grab the dailies for today, and then I'll go ahead and get started. Oh. One, two, three, four, and I'll probably run on the place team. Sure. Alright. That's it for dailies. Let's actually go ahead and start with the inter-chapter content now. So there's the Wolferingus, or oh my god, this probably is nice. Boys.
눈 멀지 않게 조심하도록.
Ah,
이 녹색 조명은 색을 잃지 않나 보죠?
whoa. What are these green lights? Still green. Another unexpected alarm. We all react with measured astonishment, as we'd all grown rather used to the randomness of it all.
T사 특이점의 영향을 완전히 비껴간 것은 아니겠지만 발프르기스의 밤은 여러 가능성이 낮은 확률로
Oh
겹치는
yeah, I
순간이니
remember they're in T-Corp's
그
territory.
영향으로 일부 색이 유지되는 것일 테죠.
It's unlikely that it has completely evaded the influence of T-Corp's singularity. However, it can be said that this partial retention of color can be attributed to the fact that Warberlingus Night, yes, is a transitionary moment in which numerous possibilities coincide. Makes sense. Well, green flashbang. Cross nonchalantly walking up to the driver's seat and shutting off the alarm.
또 찾아온 것이로군. 무슨 반위?
Hello, just returned. This Walpu whatever night. Yeah, same Don Quixote. I also don't really know the name. Don Quixote and her eyes that begin twinkling at the smallest bit of diversion after another long period of idle standby. It's all just become part of the routine. Even mysterious things like these Walpurgis nights.
변동 사항에 한 가지가 더 있는 것 같네요.
An additional volatility aside from the Walpurgis night has been detected. Additional volatility?
새로운 거울 던전으로 입구가 연결된 것 같군요.
Indeed, the entrance to a new mirror dungeon has opened.
아 그래 그거
Oh yeah, that. Heathcliff mutters quietly as he rises from his seat.
슬슬 올 때가 됐다고 생각하고 있었지. 큰 소란 하나 끝나며 빠짐없이 등장하니까 동시에 초록색 빛이 번쩍거릴 줄은 몰랐지만
I thought it was about time when you one popped up. It happens every time we go through the bloody ringer. Didn't expect it to appear with the green flashes though. Heathcliff lightly struck the end of his club against the floor in visible anticipation. The word that was once engraved into his club has changed. Oh yeah, this is when it changes from revenge to remember. A few days ago, I saw him sitting at the back of the bus, busily sanding and carving something into his club. I didn't have to ask to know what he meant by the new word, so I decided to not bring it up to anyone else. Yeah, I figured. I was wondering if Dante retained memories or not, because you remember when they tried, when they tried to memorize them back in Canto 4, that didn't work on them. So I figured he might also remember Catherine. Yeah.
안 그래도 좀이 쑤셔서 미쳐버릴 뻔했다고.
Though I was going mad from tedium. Come on, let's go bash some sods. I think, Dante, Heathcliff, Demian? I think Demian also remembered when he showed up at the end of Canto 6.
잘 되었군.
How nice.
수감자들이 이렇게나 적극적으로 참여하려 하다니. 파우스트 씨.
Yeah, something. I like seeing some initiative from the sinners. Miss Faust.
네, 지체할 필요는 없겠죠.
Indeed. Let's move without delay.
벤테, 버스 뒷문의 복도로 가보도록 할까요?
Dante, bring us to the corridor past the back door. Got it. Trying my best to shake this odd, uncomfortable feeling that Heathcliff's newfound enthusiasm didn't come off as entirely optimistic. I led the sinners to the back door. Yeah. Dante cannot communicate normally indeed. Types of door at once, huh? The new sets of doors, just as Faust predicted. One set of doors was as I expected, two metal doors resonant with the sound of wuthering gusts, a new mirror door. And the other set of doors was...
이건 종이인가?
Are these papers?
반짝반짝 빛나고 있네요.
It's all sparkly. It's an unfamiliar door, radiating with an odd gleam of light. Technically, we did see the weird radio frequency-like squiggly lines around the door before, but everything else about it was new.
이번에는 저번처럼 로보토미 코퍼레이션으로 연결된 게 아닌가 봐.
I guess this one doesn't connect to the lobotomy corporations like the last one did.
묘한 재즈 음악 같은 게 들리는 것 같기도 하고.
Jazz. Weird. I think I'm hearing... Is that jazz?
근데 이거
They have
문이
jazz in
맞냐?
Windows Company too. One.
문보다는 창문 같지 않냐?
Why? Is this even a door? It's more like a window than a door, ain't it? Right. This new entrance definitely resembled a large window rather than a door. The window was blurry, and all I could see past it were some blobs of shapes moving about.
무언가 복수의 개체가 움직이는 것 같구려.
There appeared to be several shambling entities past the entrance. House seemed to have realized something, but she didn't want to tell us what it was. Instead, she merely looked in my direction without saying a word. Starting to get what she means by that look. Guess I'll have to get in there to see what this is all about, right, Faust?
착실한 성장이네요. 파우스트는 이런 변화를 긍정적으로 여깁니다.
Hilarious. You are experiencing regular growth in capabilities. Faust considers this to be a positive development. From 0 to more than 0. Yeah. Field of green and a wall of tall great trees appear before us as we enter the door. At this point, it'll take a bit more than this to surprise us.
오랜만에 색이 돌아왔네.
So nice to have our colors back for once, huh?
조용히 환상체다.
Right. There's an abnormality. Well, these things were what we saw past the window earlier.
아직 우리의 존재를 눈치채지 못했군. 관리자님, 전투를 준비하는 것을 추천드리겠습니다.
Where yet to be discovered, I recommend a prepare for combat manager. I didn't need to tell the sinners what they were. It was pretty clear from the get-go that we'd be fighting an abnormality. The sinners all stood ready to charge into battle at my command. But it's a bit different this time. So Faust. I'm starting to get the hang of this Walpurgis night thing. And
이어 말씀하시죠.
please do continue. I think there's something different about these abnormalities. Can you explain why?
환상체의 근본적인 부분을 생각한다면 어떤 조우든 간에 불러와진 것과 다를 바 없겠습니다만
Considering the nature of abnormalities, every encounter with an abnormality would be equivalent to an encounter with a summoned entity.
확실히 거울 굴절 철도나 거울 던전의 형태와는 다르겠죠.
Nevertheless, there's a certain degree of difference when we encounter them in a faction, railway, or a miracle.
허면
That is to say,
지금 이곳은 한때 도서관이라고 불렸던 구 엘사 위에 나타났던 정체불명의 건물.
library. We enter a site once known as the library, a building that inexplicably appeared above the former L-Corp
그 안에
headquarters.
있던 책의 내부에 존재하는 환상체의 공간이라 합니다.
In this exact location is said to be a space that exists within a book in which the abnormality resides. The library. Where have I heard that term before? Some sinners talked about it, that's for sure.
그렇구려. 하지만 이 공간은 지부에서 보았던 격리실과는 사뭇 다른 느낌이오만.
But yet this space is fairly distinct from the containment units we had witnessed before at one of the branches.
그곳은 제약된 공간에 가둔 느낌이라면 이곳은 환상체가 주거할 수 있게 환경을 조성한 느낌이요.
Here is as though an ideal habitat has been established precisely for that abnormality's residence. Are a striking difference from very limited space and unaccommodating environment provided by the containment
네,
units.
이것은 일종의 테라리움과도 같은 형태입니다. 이곳에 존재하게 된 환상체가 스스로 자신이 지내기 편한 형태로 조성한 것입니다.
I hope you are okay. Yes, you may compare this place to a terrarium. The abnormality inhabiting this place has transformed its environs to a form most suitable for its dwelling.
간단한 예시를 들자면 물고기를 준비하면 그 안에 물이 차오르고 지렁이를 준비하면 흙이 차오르는 모양새가 되겠군요.
Automatic. Depends on the inhabitant. Here are some comparisons that make it easier for one to comprehend. Fish should fill the space with water, and a worm would fill the space with soil.
그러니까 이 책이라는 곳 안에서는 환상체가 자기 취향대로 이것저것 공간을 꾸밀 수 있다는 말이지?
Gotcha. So as long as the abnormality exists within this book, it can deck this place out with whatever fits its fancy, huh? Alright. Well, bye. Bye, Big Pizza Consumer. Thanks for coming.
조성된다에 가깝습니다. 클리포트 억지력이 약화된 환상체는 본래 주위를 자신에게 유리한 환경으로 조성할 수 있으니까요.
It would be more accurate to say that an abnormality, once outside the confines of the Wilfoth deterrence, can rebuild its environment to fit its needs.
공짜로 집을 지어 올린다는 거 아니야, 그거?
Whoa, it's kind of like free housing, huh? That's when. Alright, Don Quixote, what is it? Don Quixote, who was standing rather far from the group, was made aware of these revelations only after Mersault had relayed them to her.
지금 우리가 책 속에 들어있다는 말인가?
Book! Journey hath brought us inside a book, thou sayest. Now only imagine what kind of environment Don Quixote would spawn. A fixer convention or something.
그것도 어느 날 신기루처럼 사라져버렸다는 그 전설적인 도서관에!
The Library of Legend that vanished like a mirage, for truth. Suddenly blew up with the explosive enthusiasm once again.
다음에는 놀라는 일을 방지할 법한 말을 어두에 추가해야겠군.
I will add a preamble in the future to prevent such outbursts. Is Mersault functioning as translator for Don Quixote?
관리자님, 적들에게 발각되었습니다.
You can detect it, executive manager. Yeah, let's get this over with first. Let's see if I remember how to play Limbus Company. Well, actually I do, because I've been doing my dailies and such. I just got
즐거움. 언제나 순탄치 않았고
very
때로는
clean.
어설펐지만 여러분과 함께하는 여행은 늘 제 마음을 설레게 만들었답니다. 그렇기에 여기서 멈추고 싶지 않아요, 단테님.
Alright. Who's blocking? Blocking. Oh, speed. Oh, empty.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
고작 이 정도 탕류에 허덕이나.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아왔는데도 지금 감회가 새로워요.
Wait, now. I hope the fairy queen was a precept target. Oh, it was. Good. It's right there. Awesome.
저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
Okay, probably gonna hold on to that. Yeah, or it's on loop. It hit that.
예측할 수 없게.
On loop.
어머, 놀랐어?
그 시선 경멸스럽군.
필연적. 절대적.
진짜 발긴다. 돌아하니요.
저분은 어디 아프신 걸까요? 아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어 보여요.
It just happened.
목을 내놓고 있도록 직접 부활을 새겨주지.
괜찮아요, 단테님.
뱀으로
이럴 때도 이 정도 탕후의 허덕이다. 여기선 이런 공간이
이거면 충분해.
있거든요.
너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
사여 짐승
Oh, I see.
단테님,
This on
저분이
the
방금
ball.
굉장히 중요한 걸 잃으셨어요. 단테님은 매번 기발한 발상을 떠올리시네요.
Take
필연적
advantage of that fragile default.
절대적.
Eat.
결정. 해동. 좋아.
간혹
명에게
큰 충격을
불확실한 것은
받으면
없네.
환으로 인해 도단한 부위가 떨어지는 걸 본 적이 있어요. 저분도 한쪽이 무너져 내린 이상 그 전만큼의 힘을 쓰긴 어려울 테죠.
Oh, so that's 9.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
어머? 놀랐어? 미래를 과거와 같이.
기쁨이란 건 이런 사소한 일에도 슬며시 따라오나 봐요. 모두가 노력한 덕분에 업무가 일찍 끝날 것 같은 지금처럼 말이에요.
Alright, let's shatter this dude.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
Merry Festival eliminated. That was way harder than I expected. I'll show you something else that's way harder than you expect.
파우스트에 의하면 현 상황은 도서관의 어느 과거, 그 중에서도 역사의 층이라고 불린다는 곳에 완전 개방을 위한 전투 중 하나를 반복하는 것 같습니다.
Faust explains that we find ourselves in the library's past. We are participating in a certain repeated battle within the library. His purpose was to attain something called the realization of the floor of history. Yeah, sorry, I don't understand most of what you said.
역사의 층이 있다면 다른 층도 있다는 말씀인가요?
Floor of history, huh? Are there other floors too?
그런 것 같군요.
Here's the
정보를
case.
취합하면
Yes.
통상적인 도서관의 분류와 같이 문학이나 종교 같은 것들을 다루는 층도 존재하는 것 같습니다.
Appears to be the case, yes. It can be extrapolated from the collected intelligence that the library is, like some normal libraries, composed of several floors divided by subjects, such as literature or religion. Doesn't sound too different from your average library, but I doubt it's that straightforward. Anything more you can tell us about that library, Faust? Something with more detail. No. Faust's voice carries an air of troubled uncertainty, and I'm starting to realize why. So you don't know about that just yet, right?
이미 어느 정도 통찰을 하신 것 같군요, 단테. 굳이 숨겨 말씀드릴 필요도 없겠죠.
I see that you have intuited a certain degree of truth, Dante. I don't suppose there is any more reason for me to remain evasive regarding this particular subject. Faust let out a barely noticeable but clearly shocked gasp before retaining her usual calm demeanor.
저는 아직 해당 지식에 접근하기 위한 파우스트가 되지 못했습니다.
Yes, I'm yet to become a Faust who has access to that information. Yet to become.
당신의 여정이 좀 더 진행된다면 저 또한 인정받고 권한을 얻어 다른 지식을 얻어낼 수도 있겠죠.
As your journey continues, I may also gradually gain recognition and access to further
하나
knowledge.
확실한 건 계속해서 발전하고 있는 단테를 파우스트가 긍정적으로 여긴다는 것입니다.
One thing is certain, however, Faust regards this consistent continuous improvement to be a positive development, Dante. I've seen some spoilers and something about there being multiple Fausts and our Faust being the dumb one or whatever. So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm so smart, I know where this is going when I've seen hints of it. Sort of. But I don't know the details. I see. The longer my journey, the greater her knowledge, huh? I'll show you a long journey. Maybe that explains why she kept falling silent in the middle of her lectures. I have no idea how long this journey will last for, but who knows? Maybe we'll find ourselves at the library one day. With that, I returned to the sinners wondering about the scattered pages of Dr. Malin.
이제 다음 시련만 넘어서면 본인 또한 감히 나리의 가족이 될 수 있겠군. 그렇게
Alright,
된다면
Intervallo time.
본인은 더
Actual
이상
Intervallo.
좋을 일도 외로울 일도 없을 테지.
Scandal in time. Where are those? Don Quixote loudly and obnoxiously flips through the newspaper in her hands while peppering in a few insightful chuckles. Unfortunately, I now know exactly what this means. And here she goes again. Guess she would continue to try to draw my attention until I acknowledge her at the most appropriate moment. Okay, Don Quixote, fine. What is it? Donkey!
관리자 나리, 우리 램버스 컴퍼니 같이 도시적으로 성장하고 있는 회사는 세상 만사 정보에 대해 끊임없이 관심을 기울여야 하오.
Boah. Manager Esquire, dost thou know that the city upstart companies, such as one Limbus company, must always pay close heed to the ever-changing world around us?
여기 메르서군과 이 돈키호테처럼 매일 아침 신문을 읽으면서 도시는 어떤 일이 일어나는지 관심을 좀 가지면서
Hie thee hither, read thy newspapers, Manager Esquire, and do keep thyself up to date on the events of the city, as Mersault and I, Don Quixote, do every morrow.
아이고, 장단 좀 맞춰줘. 왜 메르소 씨가 아침마다 신문 읽는 루틴 있잖아.
But just go along with it. Why don't you? I'm pretty sure she's talking about Mersault in one of his morning routines. You know, don't know the newspapers. The newspaper routine, where he wakes up before the crack of dawn, parks himself on a chair, folds one leg over the other at an exact 90-degree figure 4 leg lock position, and peruses the morning newspaper.
그게 꽤 멋있어 보였던 모양이야. 이번엔 한 일주일 정도 가려나?
That, I guess, left an impression on her. But she'll be back to her usual self in a week or so.
본인의 말 듣고 계시는가?
Hearken onto me. Art thou paying attention? Yep, totally. So what's new? Did an article mention us or something?
어떻게 하셨어?
Oh, how does thou know? Wait, really? The cashier noises.
자자자자, 여기 3면을 보시게나. 1면을 뺏긴 곳은 조금 아쉬우나.
Forsooth, feast thy eyes on page 3. Though 'tis quite regrettable that we were robbed of the chance to be on the front page.
에? 3면? 우리가 그 정도야?
Huh? Page 3, we're really starting to put our names out there, huh? Don Quixote and Radia. The two sinners guaranteed to draw the full attention of whichever space they inhabit. For speaking, it was only a matter of time before the other sinners began crowding around us, curious about the commotion.
자자, T사 사건에서
Just
일어났던
because Radia's so fucking hot.
극적으로 해결.
A dramatic conclusion to the mysterious disappearances at T-Corp.
범인은 에드가 가문이었던 것으로 밝혀져 세간에 크나큰 충격을.
Oh. Shocking. Perpetrators to this mysterious case have been revealed to be none other than the prestigious Edgar family, appalling the general public. Silence in southern accent. Oh, well, I don't think we need to hear that part. What else does it say?
때마침 이 근처를 배회 중이던 자들의 자그만 도움과 T사 3등급 징수직 직원들의 활약으로 극적 해결.
Ahem. With small assistance from some wondering bystanders who happened to be lost in the area, and with the most admirable heroics of T-Corp, plus 3 collection staff on the scene. I'm assuming these wanderers are them.
근처를 배회 중이던 자들이란 우리를 말하는 것이오.
Wandering bystanders. Is it perchance that particular denomination refers to us?
무슨 들러리 취급을 하는군.
Bystanders. You're treating us like we were barely there.
회사 이름도 안
They didn't even mention our company name.
에이 뭐야? 심지어 시간 징수자들 이놈들은 코빼기도 안 비췄잖아.
Oh, come on. Those time collectors weren't even there.
언론이란 되게 그런 것이다.
It's within the expected range of behavior for the news media.
혹시 또 모르지 않소? 이 뉴스를 보고 우리를 인터뷰를 하러 올 수도.
Oh, there may be those who seek to interview us after reading this very article may ask. But no.
어딘지를 알아야 인터뷰를 하러 오든가 말든가 하죠.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll have a grand old time looking for wandering bystanders for an interview. Very descriptive. I doubt anyone will pay us much attention, Don Quixote. Better not set yourself up for disappointment. And one of their timekeepers or whatever. They were standing there for a good moment in a big group, chattering about the article, when someone slowly but smoothly walked between.
림버스 컴퍼니 소속 직원들이십니까?
Excuse me, are you Olympus Company employees by any chance?
당신들은
You fellows are.
왜 저희가 왔는지는 이미 아실 것이라고 생각합니다.
I'm sure you are already aware of the reason for this.
안 그래도 머리 빠지게 기다리고 있었다네.
Oh, I welcome thee here. Long and hard have I awaited thy arrival.
자, 뭐부터 시작하면 되겠는가?
Now, from whence shall we begin?
뭐야? 진짜로 인터뷰하러 온 거야?
Whoa, is she actually here to interview us? Probably not. No way. Don Quixote wasn't just losing her mind at nothing.
인터뷰에 대해서는 제 쪽에서도 전달받지 못한 부분입니다만
I was not told that any interview would be taking place.
참, 베르는 이럴 때 또 어디 간 거야? 지난번에 히스가 쓰고 남은 헤어무스가 어디 있었더라?
Now, where'd Bird go at a time like this? Now, where'd I put that leftover hair gel from Pete's makeover? Ahem. Thou may commence.
자, 그럼
Alright then, get ready to go to jail.
세금은 분할
본인이
납입하십니까?
전부 다 했다고는 볼 수 없지.
Don Quixote didn't let them finish their question. Verily, I shan't rightly take all the credit for what we have accomplished here. We'll be making your tax payment in installments. Huh? Huh? Okay, we're clearly not on the same page here.
저희는 T사 시간 징수청의 징수자로서 당신들이 체납한 시간세를 받으러 왔습니다.
We are tax collectors from T-Corp's Time Collection Agency, currently on a mission to collect your overdue time tax.
역시 저자들은 결코 좋은 일에 나타나는 법이 없구려.
Those ilks are never bringers of good tidings, indeed.
시간세? 그럴 리가.
Wait, time tax? No, doesn't make any sense.
저희는 이미 T사 동지 입국 심사를 할 때 시간세를 납부했어요. 베르길리우스 씨가 분명 그렇게.
We already paid our time tax in full and went through T4 Finesse immigration process. Virgil said a few days ago before Episcopali's.
그런데 정말 괜찮은 거예요? 여기서 시계를 가지지 않은 채 돌아다녀도.
Are you sure we don't need to pick up a timepiece for each of us to care?
왜냐하면 T사의 모든 사람들은
I know this already, but in T4,
세계를 소유하고 있어야 하는
everyone was
것이
carried timepiece.
원칙이지.
Yes.
잘 알고 있다. 하지만 어디에나 융통성 있는 대책은 항상 존재하는 법이다. 그 팜플렛엔 나와 있진 않았겠지만
In every role, there's always room for alternative solution that offers good possibility. Of course, I'm supposed to stay on that planet.
단기 체류를 원하는 외부인의 경우 시계를 소유하는 것 대신 그에 준하는 시간세를 사전에 지불하는 것으로 T사의 규칙에 면책받을 수 있다.
Outsiders seeking a short-term stay at T4 can pay the appropriate time tax for the length of their stay to be exempt from the relevant obligations. Instead of going out of the way to abide by T4 rules,
20분에서 태어나지도 않은 자들이 시계를 발급받는 건 보통 까다로운 일이 아니지 않나.
as you may have expected, anyone born outside this reporting must go through numerous hoops before they can be issued a time
따라서
tax.
우리는 출입하기 전 30일치를 적납했지.
So we elected to pay 30 days worth of tax on the spot before entering T4 port.
상당한 금액이었을 텐데.
Impressive, they can't have been cheap.
시계 가지고 싶었는데 오티스 다리처럼.
Yeah, I wish to wear a watch as well, like Lady Otis does.
내 시계는 멋으로 차고 있는 게 아니다.
I already made it clear, this is not a fashion item.
전에 이야기했듯 회사에 금전적인 걱정은 없다. 이런 건 당연한 일에 해당하지.
And it says so in the past, the company has no budgetary concerns. It is given they would be taking care of such expenses.
이제야 좀 회사 같아진 느낌이네요.
We're finally starting to operate like a real professional company now, huh? Yeah. It must have been a minor miscalculation or something. Maybe we fell short of the amount we have to pay up.
더군다나 30일이나 이곳에 머물지도 않았다고요.
It's been 30 days since we arrived here, though.
뭐 만약에 돈을 내야 하더라도 저놈들 가진 거 적당히 내다 팔면 어찌어찌 마련할 수 있을지도
Or we can
모르고.
pawn away their stuff to fix the problem out surrounding air. Easy peasy. He flipped mustard, gesturing towards Sinclair and hungrily with his chin.
그걸로 해결이 된다면요.
We don't have the time tax. I'm then sure.
아, 그러려나요? 가지고 나온 게 얼마 없긴 한데.
Well, much when I left, though.
이거 밀린 시간수가 얼만데 그래?
Well, let's hear the damage. How much time tax do we owe you? Ahem.
납부하셔야 할 시간세는
Currently, you are 100,000 million.
총 100억 4천만 원입니다.
Million, 100 or 10 billion, 400 million on behind in time tax fee. What?
내가 귀가 많이 안 좋아졌네? 나 100까지는 들었는데 그 이후에는 뭐라고 한 거야?
Did my hearing get worse or something? I heard about 8, 10, 40, and the rest kind of just flew right over my head.
그 정도 액수라면 아예 저희 집을 한번 들러야 할 것 같은데요?
How much money? Oh, we might as well make a stop. Maybe we stop like this first.
안 내면 아니 못 내면 어떻게 되는 건가요?
What are options do we have if we don't? I mean, if we can't pay the tax?
그런 선택지는 존재하지 않습니다. 이자가
오케이,
붙은
that's
시간이나
not.
금액 둘 중 하나로 납부하셔야 합니다.
The only options are the following: or make your payments time or money, or make your payment with time or money with interest, of course.
아이 시간으로 납부한다는 게 대체 무슨 소리야?
What the hell does making payment with time even mean? Now I think about it, I remember someone talking about paying with time before I never really cared about to find out what they meant by that. He's saying, keep clip. Know anything about this?
T사에 거취를 하고 있을 때 시간세를 내지 못한 적은 없었어.
I never once failed to make my payments during our residence at this.
하여 내지 못하였을 때 일어나는 일에 대해서는 아는 바가 없어.
Thus, I know not what transpires on an occasion in which one fails to pay the time tax.
나도 저택에선 시간세같이 복잡한 문제에 얽혀본 적은 없었어. 뒷골목 생활할 땐 형님이 더 관리했고 뭐 못 내서 끌려간 사람들은 보긴 했어도.
Involvedness of business like taxes at the manor either. In my backstreet days, boss dealt with the complicated shit like that for all the rest of us. I did see a few poor saws getting dragged away because they failed to cough it up though. Well then, with their not so helpful answer, my mind immediately began to wander toward Faust. But I hope to know something more about this than the two of them. And that's when Otis suddenly and defiantly stood between us and the collector.
전혀 납득이 되지 않는군. 무슨 계산법으로 그런 얼토당토하는 액수가 나온 거지?
It's completely unreasonable. What kind of shoddy calculation led to this nonsense?
T사의 징세 계산은 언제나 합리적입니다.
Tax calculations in Z4 are always exceptionally reasonable.
무의미한 시간이 계속 지나가고 있군요. 현재 능력도 의지도 없는 걸로 간주해도 되겠습니까?
Let's take it. Very practice you. So you lack both the capability and the will to make your fair
잠시만요.
Wait.
분위기가 험악해지고
Let's escalate
있잖아요.
this. Can we get time out?
바람직한 발언이 아닐 것 같소만.
The choice of words may be quite unwise. Time out.
자, 지금 불만을 꿍얼거리는 놈들. 당장 주머니에 100억 안이 있는 놈들만 반론을 허가하겠다.
Try and whine all you want about not wanting to skip things when you've got 10 billion on in your pockets. Don't recognize your opinions as anything of worth at all.
없다면
No?
입 다물고
Shut up and stay out
우리의
of our way
전진에
while
방해가
we
되는
deal with
자를
this obstacle
배제하는 게
that dares stand
맞겠지.
in our path.
재밌겠군. 100억 어치의 죽음이라.
How exciting. The 10 billion on death.
100억 4천만 아닙니다.
1 billion and 40 million on to be exact.
내 명을 들은 시비수 결집이다. 제가를 처음 쥔 형 누나들이랑 비슷한 느낌이네요. 아, 그러니까 어디가 비슷하냐면 힘을 얻은 분들 특유의 분위기가 쏙 닮았답니다.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
예측할 수 없게.
I've actually started to play the game now.
다들
Instead of just being
첫 여정을 시작하던 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아왔는데도 지금은 감회가 새로워요. 저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 아, 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
목을 콱 물어버리자.
목을 떼고주마.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
필연적. 절대적. 결정, 해금. 좋아, 실령에게
기쁨이란 건
불확실한 것은
이런
없네.
사소한 일에도 슬며시 따라오나 봐요. 모두가 노력한 덕분에 업무가 일찍 끝날 것 같은 지금처럼 말이에요.
Ooh. Really?
목을 내놓고 있도록.
뱀으로 꿰어들어가. 넌 푸름을 틔우. 저
이
해충들을
거리는 충분해.
도려내라.
너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
와,
사여.
봤어요, 단테님?
넌
돌아오면
푸름을 틔울 수도
칭찬을
없겠구나.
잔뜩 해주셔야겠는걸요?
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
The corpse out in different uniform versus sinners. It's both sides went on.
녀석들의 우두머리인가?
When they ring,
등급은 높으나 저자 또한 T사의 직원일 뿐. 그런 개념이
maybe I
아니야.
have a higher rank. This employee of D Corp always say.
그들과 계속 다투다가는 T사 전체와도 등을 질 수 있는.
You say that our insistence on meeting their demands with hostility may lead to a direct confrontation against the full force of D Corp. Yay. And in this case, everything truly is black and white. Ha 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 ha, terrible.
전투를 즉각 중지해라.
Lay down your weapons now.
협조하지 않으면 여기 전원을 T사의 적대 세력으로 간주하고 무력 진압을.
They refuse to cooperate. All of you present may be considered hostile individuals by D Corp, and we use force too.
유쾌해지기 시작했군.
Yoshi, please don't out right now. I like that. How feel?
아, 이렇게 되면
This is bad. Seems like a great time for Virgilus with his intimidating glowing eyes to
등장했다.
appear.
며칠 전까지만 해도 길잡이 씨와 훈훈했던 분위기를 가졌던 것 같았는데 벌써 엄청 오래전 일 같네.
There he is. Man, weren't things much better between us and the guide, but only a few days ago. Feels like it's been forever since.
그렇게 째려보지만 말고 우리 말 좀 들어봐. 억울해. 다짜고짜 100억 원을 내놓으라고 하잖아.
Come on, don't stare at us like that. Better reasons, Kay. They showed up out of nowhere and tried to extort a whole 10 billion
100억 4천만 아닙니다.
Oh my god. 10 billion 40 million on to be exact.
그 말을 녹음해놨어? 계속 똑같은 말만.
Really like saying that, don't you? Jeez.
그러니까 우리에게 그만한 세금이 나올 리가 없잖아. 누구보다 선량하고.
Yeah. There's no way we owe them that much money. We're kind, law-abiding citizens.
정의롭게 살았는데.
You are brimming with a sense of justice.
그러니까.
You're a hero. We're just listening quietly for a moment as the sinners chattered on like they were part of this comedy.
그래, 너희 말대로 100억 원이라는 숫자는 이상한 액수이긴 하지.
Yes, I agree that 10 billion on in taxes does seem unreasonable. However,
길거리 한복판에서 이런 의미 없는 전투를 하다간 뒷감당이 힘들어진다는 당연한 사실을 누군가는 깨달았어야 하지 않나 싶군.
it is a mystery to me how no one stopped to think for a second about the troubles you might spark by starting a meaningless scuffle like this. In the middle of the street, no less. Roger puts out a deep sigh, referring toward B Corp employee.
유혈 사태를 일으키게 된 건 유감스럽게 되었습니다만
We find it regrettable that this incident has led to bloodshed.
100억 원은 결코 납득이 될 수 없는 액수입니다.
However, 10 billion on in time tax is unacceptable.
당신들도 잘 알지 않습니까? 그렇게 어마어마한 징세가 길바닥에서 단순하게 진행될 수 있지는 않다는 거.
They know full well that 10 billion on the tax isn't the kind of money we can simply fork over in the middle of the street.
이렇게 곧장 시간세를 거두러 오는 것이 아니라 자세한 경위에 대한 설명이 우선되어야 했다고 봅니다만.
I believe that would have been more appropriate. Because Congress tells us some context as to how this number came to be. Instead of immediately marching up to us and demanding that we pay time tax.
확실히 이런 비정상적인 징세 보고가 올라온 건 드물지. 이쪽에서도 사태의 심각성을 인지하여 관할소에서 긴급 회의를 소집하는 중이다.
I admit, such absurd amount of time tax levied upon your group is almost unprecedented. We have been summoned to an emergency meeting in the relevant office to address the severity of the
관할
sentence.
징수소로 이동해서 원인과 해결책을 논의하는 편이 좋을 것 같군.
To your point, why don't we move this conversation to the collections office in the relevant jurisdiction area for now to discuss possible solutions? Yes.
저번에 약속한 거 안 잊었지, 죽은? 그 외에 임무를 성공적으로 100번만 수행하면 죽은? 설마 소유권을 벌써 다 쓴 거야? 말도 안 돼. 이건 약속이랑 다르잖아.
I'm just lost. Corpse back face downs. Not. What is that? It's the gallows. This time, the absurd amount of time tax levied upon us was much simpler than I expected.
약 일주일 전 어더링 하이츠 저택에서 사전에 허가받지 않은 광범위한 시간 노출 현상이 관측되었네요. 이로 인해 시간 누진세가 발생했고요.
While we ago, a large-scale unauthorized temporal leakage phenomenon was observed at Wuthering Heights Manor, which shot you up several stages in progressive time use tax bracket due to the immense amount of time.
시간 누출 현상?
Temporal leakage phenomenon.
특정 공간의 시간이 느리게 흘러가게 되었다는 뜻이에요. 심지어 그 공간이 한동안 움직이기까지 했네요. 계측된 건 4시간 정도의 분량인데요.
There's a deceleration in the flow of time within a certain physical field, in which case, it wasn't even static deceleration field. It moved all over the manor for a while, and measured about 4 hours worth of time in the process.
뭔 소리를 씨부리는 거야?
What the bloody hell is she blathering about?
특정 공간이 느려졌다는 것은
Deceleration in the flow of time within a certain
저택 안에서 그자를 쫓아가기 위해 단테가 우리의 움직임을 날새게 만들었던 때를 이야기하는 것인가 보.
I'm kidding. You must be referencing to that moment during which Dante granted us clarity or celerity as we were in pursuit of the man at the man.
이해되지 않는군. 관리자님의 능력이 지속된 것은 제 30분이 넘지 않았다. 내 시간은 오류일 확률이 높다.
Possible. Manager's ability was accurate for less than 30 minutes. It's most likely that a 4-hour measurement is a calculation error.
아니요. 그 저택에서 나오며 느꼈던 위화감의 원인을 생각한다면 오류가 아닐 가능성이 높겠소.
No. Considering the obfuscation experience that we departed man, it is most probable that no error has occurred in this
단테,
document.
기억하시는가? 그때
You recall Dante, as we left behind the manor. 2 days ago.
메르소군, 매일 하고 있는 루틴에 뭔가 문제라도 있는가?
No, sir. There are wrong with my daily routine. The bringing up the Stafellis after the incident at Wuthering Heights Manor. Most sinners were keeping a little busy, keeping to themselves, doing their look. That was hard on people. Hard on people ever cheerful voice. like always, constantly shattered through
이상
science.
현상을 발견했다.
That's kind of on and on.
저택에서 보낸 시간을 생각하면 조간 신문이 지급되었어야 하는데 이건 석간 신문이다.
They issued the morning newspaper, not the evening newspaper. Is it inconsistent with the amount of time we spent with the man?
뭔가 실수가 있었던 건 아니겠는가?
Perhaps it was an innocent mistake.
이 버스에서 지속적으로 신문을 지급받았지만 항상 지정된 시간에 조간, 석간을 지급받아왔다.
As long as I have been the passenger of this bus, morning papers have always been delivered during designated morning hours. And evening papers have always been delivered during designated evening hours.
오류가 발생할 여지는 있겠지만 확률적으로 극히 드물다고 할 수 있다.
The possibility that they made a mistake cannot be completely ruled out. However, the likelihood of that is innocent.
그러고 보니 색이 없어서 눈치를 못 챘었는데 저건 해가 떠오르는 게 아니라 노을이 지고 있는 거였네요.
Oh, now that I'm looking at it, it's a sunset, not a sun. I couldn't tell because of the lack of color.
그러나 시간상으론 분명 동이틀 시점을 더.
Cannot be it. Perhaps the early hours in the morning is not.
알 것 같소.
Maryland. Williams. That's how it came to be.
그거는 TT4 프로토콜.
Right. The PT4 pod. What's that?
시간 속도 동기화 장치 뭐 이런 식으로 불렀던 것 같은데.
Temporal velocity synchronization device or something like that.
모두가 평등한 시간 속에서 여유를 즐길 수 있게 만들어드리는 럭셔리 솔루션? 그따위로
Yeah,
적혀있는
ever for
팜플렛을
once.
봤었지.
What channel are you watching? Are you watching the public domain channels? A luxury solution to all your life synchronization needs. Enjoy equal leisure hours together, or some shit like that.
우와! 히스클리프군답지 않게 유식한 단어가 너무 많아 뜻이 헷갈리네만!
Oh, quite unlike these sort of clips. You use so many complicated words in a sentence. Great. Will someone explain it in cleaner language?
TT4 프로토콜이 작동하는 장소에 있는 사람들의 시간이 모두 같은 속도로 흘러가게 하는 장치라는 뜻이요.
Apparatus for equalizing the velocity of time for all the affected individuals under TT4 protocols.
그렇군. 어쩐지 그리 부유해 보였던 자가 우리와 같은 속도로 움직이고 말한다는 게 조금 이상하긴 했네.
Pursuit. I thought it was quite fun how someone pulled out one at a time, doing and speaking at the same speed as ourselves.
그렇다면 저택 내에서 보낸 시간은 바깥보다 빠르게 흘렀다는 이야기가 된다. 석간 신문이 지금 지급된 상황은 이해가 되는군.
The coherent explanation as why the newspaper in the morning
좋아. 호기심 해결도 끝났으니 이제 새로운 일거리를 해결하러 가는 데에 불만은 없겠지.
디텔림 추적에 대한 새로운 의뢰가 ACA로부터 도착했습니다. 자세한 건
The LCA has sent us a new request to track down a distortion, as far as more detailed information. So activating my ability within PP4 protocol caused
이미 가속되던 시간을 더 만지작거린 꼴이 되니 자연히 바깥에서 보았을 때는 체감 그 이상의 시간이 노출된 것으로 느꼈을 터.
Yeah, indeed. Without him tampering with an already accelerated flow of time from an outsider's point of view, it would have appeared as though more time than what was actually spent was
잘
sleep.
아시네요. 심지어 개인에 대한 시간도 아니고 공간제로 시간을 조작하셨어요.
What can we talk about? Also, didn't just manipulate time on a personal scale. Like I said earlier, it can flow of time within the physical space.
심지어 그 공간도 초단위로 계속 이동. 솔직히 이런 상황은 유례가 없었어요.
Let me remind you that it wasn't even a static field. It moved all over that manner. Honestly, the situation is completely unprecedented.
애초에 돈이 무지하게 많이 드니까 특별한 날에만 가동한다고 했던 것 같기도 해. 손님들이 많이 왔을 때나.
Right. The attack there only on special occasions, like when plenty of guests are prohibited, because it was so closely priced.
시간 누진세에 공간당 부가세를 곱하게 될 테니 당연히 이런 천문학적인 액수가 나올 수밖에 없겠죠.
The time tax, the inflated tax bracket, multiplied by the surtax per volume, from the physical space covered by the temporal manipulation. Yeah, no wonder it adds up to this insane number.
아니 우리라고 이렇게 될 줄 알았나?
They ain't like you something like this would happen.
뭐 아무튼 시간세를 납부하기 위해서는 두 가지 방법 중 하나를
Very well.
선택하셔야 해요.
I have two payment options to settle this time tax debt.
아니 무슨 방법 이러고 있냐 이씨. 100억 안에 어떻게 내냐고요?
What options? What options? Ain't like bags $10 on go from the train.
첫 번째는 돈으로 납부하는 것. 두 번째는 시간으로 납부하는 것인데.
Option 1, cash payment. Option 2, time payment.
아까도 들었어 그건. 대체 시간으로 납부한다는 게 무슨 소린데?
Yeah, about that. What's that supposed to mean? Anyway, playing with time.
그건
It means, in play, without to answer our question, with painful observable in mind. Suddenly jolted at the sound of an alarm.
알겠습니다.
Sighs. Understood? Oh, what's going on?
연락이 왔습니다. 오늘 사건에 대한 긴급 회의 준비가 끝났어요. 림버스 컴퍼니 측에서는 2분 정도 입장하실 수 있습니다.
Hold our hold emergency meeting during this incident. Columbus Company may send 2 individuals to meet to represent your company.
걱정된다는 듯 뒷깎거릴 필요는 없습니다, 단테. 회의 같은 복잡한 처리는 제 일이니.
Talking close contact. Dealing with complicated matters like this is meaning on our responsibility.
제가 이들과 회의를 하고 올 동안 수감자들을 잘 관리하고 계시면 될 뿐입니다. 파우스트 씨, 당신은 동행.
I'll be joining them to discuss possible solutions to this incident. Please keep the sinners under control. Except you, Miss Faust. You come with me. Understood.
또다시 소란이 벌어지면
Miss Wong gone.
류슈웨이에는 아무도 좋아하지 않을 법한 상황이 벌어질 테니 꼭 염두에 두시고.
Only your else will enjoy what comes next. Keep that in mind as you wait.
뭘 가타부타 따져보기도 전에 가버렸네요.
우리의 운명이 걸려 있을지도 모르는 일에 우리를 내버려 두고?
They're not like this, but this whole that's basically about happened to the U.S.
저 별거 아닌 질문이긴 한데요.
So this isn't about anything serious.
메르소
But
씨는 왜 교수대 위에 올라가 계시고 있나요?
what's Marcel doing on the gallows? Yeah, what are you doing there, Marcel? What? Marcel, what are you doing up there?
올라가라 하여서 올라왔습니다.
Oh my god. What's not to stand you? So I've done so.
누가 그랬는데?
Who told you to do that?
내가 그랬어. 시간센 앞으로 도와주려고 했지.
I did. Just trying to be helpful with you and your friends all the time, Tech Pro. All employees are supposed to be at the emergency meeting.
우와, 걸어다니는 시계라니. 이번 박람회에 제출하면 참가상까지 노래 부를만 할지도 모르겠는데.
Oh, those local pledge. How fascinating. I'll submit you for consideration at welcoming episode. You might even be worth a particular participating trophy.
시계를 보니까 생각났는데 몇 년 전에 나침반 기능이 있는 시계가 출품된 걸 본 적 있어. 그건 참가상도 못 받았는데 왜인지 알아? 나침반에 사용하는 중에는 시간을 볼 수가 없었던 거야. 믿어줘? 방향을 찾거나 시간을 보거나 양자택일을 해야 했다고. 시계에 나침반을 붙이던 거랑 뭐가 다른 건지 참.
Right. You remind me of the time when some hapless soul submitted a timepiece that doubled as a compass that had rather tragic and critical design flaw. You could tell the time or find your path. Never both at once. No directions or tell time. There was only one thing more dear. Being lost in time and stranded in the streets. That wasn't good. Not all. There is no better than a clock taped to a compass. But at the end of the day, is it?
그러고 보니 이 사무실에서는 TT5 프로토콜이 시범적으로 작동되고 있으니까 혹시라도 하루 표준 시간에 해당 안 되는 사람들은 잠깐 혼란스러울 수도 있다는 거 인지해 주시고.
Alright. TT5-2 protocol is operating at an experimental capacity within this office space. But don't you forget, anyone not synced to daily standard time might find this a little disorientating, so keep that in mind as well. I'll be back. I'm just gonna grab a drink so fast. Alright. Did I read this? TT5-2 protocol is operating at an experimental capacity within this office space. So don't you forget, anyone not synced to daily standard time might find this a little disorientating, so keep that in mind as well. What are you doing?
뭐라고요?
What?
TT5-2를 처음 듣나 봐?
Oh boy.
TT5
Oh,
프로토콜은
that's
이름만 봐도 알 수 있겠지만 TT4 프로토콜보다 시간 효율이 높게 설계된 기술이야. 몇몇 기사 사무실에서만 특별히 체험해볼 수 있지. 후기를 남기고 싶으면 저 게시판에 자유롭게 써줘. 잠깐, 저 3점짜리는 누가 쓴 거지?
What? Read Singe. Read it yourself. Right, crack your knuckles. Get ready to read. Let's look if someone who has never once heard of the TT5-2 protocol, eh? TT5-2 protocol, as its name suggests, is an invention to address the temporal efficiency problem present in the TT4 protocol. It's doing test runs in only a few select T-Corp offices. So if you ever feel the urge to leave your impressions of this new shiny thing, feel free to jot down a few words on the bulletin. Wait a minute, who wrote down that 3-star review? The man, whom we presume to be a T-Corp staff, seemed very adept at holding a one-sided conversation with zero external input. I was a feel of how fast he was speaking anyway.
아무튼 슬슬
Look,
마음의
it's a
준비가
clock,
됐으면
Doc.
가동해
Couldn't know
볼까?
its product gauge. Anyway, if you're ready, let's get cracking. Adios, Mersault.
준비됐다.
I am ready. Wait, I don't know if it's really the idea of ready for something that looked like him before a horrifying change. Extending from the intimidating machine, tightened around Mersault's throat. Oh boy.
이게 시간세를 시간으로 납부하는 방법인가요? 교수대에 목을 매다는 게요?
This is what it means to pay your time tax with time. Getting hanged from the gallows.
정확한 명칭은 시간 저울 교수대야. 납부할 시간만큼 무게를 잰 다음에 시간을 뽑아내지. 원래 이름은 저게 아니었는데 발명품 이름이 58글자나 되는 건 좋지 않다고 그래서 바뀌었을걸?
Screw that. Something about its name and how it takes the exact amount of time from you and how it's... Yep, I'm not reading that. Screw this. Fuck you. Can someone ask him what will happen to Mersault?
메르소 씨가 죽나요?
Is that thing gonna kill Mersault?
죽는다니. 이런 평화로운 기계에서 그럴 리가 없잖아. 다만
What do you mean, however? Kill him! Nonsense. She's a very gentle machine. That is simply preposterous, however.
대체로 누군가가 다만이라고 말을 흐릴 땐 더 무섭고 큰 결과가 기다리고 있더구려.
However, spoken in such manner, oft pretends that events of even greater ill fortune shall befall us.
사실 나도 잘 몰라. 아마 100억 안에 해당하는 시간만큼 납부하게 되지 않을까?
I'm not so sure as to what might happen, actually. I suppose it'll suck 10 billion ons worth of time out of your family.
정확하게 말하도록. 그 납부한 시간만큼 어떻게 되는 건가?
Stop being obtuse. What is that even supposed to mean?
설마 메르소 씨를 100억 시간 후에 볼 수 있다던가?
Gonna be stuck like that for 10 billion hours or something. What?
그건 아니야. T사에는 하루 4시간
Oh boy,
보장 제도라는
Jesus
게
fucking
있거든.
Christ.
다행이지? 아무리 최악의 상황에도 하루를 4시간으로는 살 수 있다는 거니까. T사 복지위원회라는 데가 그러는데 하루에 최소 4시간이면 사람이 목숨은 부지하면서 살 수 있대.
Well, not exactly. Let me tell you about T-Corp's particularly generous system called the 4-hour daily minimum time guaranteed policy. How generous, Even when worst comes to worst, every citizen is entitled to the right to enjoy a minimum of 4-hour days. According to T-Corp Public Welfare Council, 4 hours is the absolute minimum number of hours in a day guaranteed to guarantee human survival. Survival being the key word here. Adios, Mersault.
이런 100억 4천만 원을 한 번에 뽑아내는 건 역시 어려웠나 봐. 여기 보여? 측정 불가라고 나오잖아. 이런 경우는 거의 없었는데.
My. Sucking 10 billion and 40 million ons worth of time from your friend was too much, I suppose. Look, it says measurement error. That rarely ever happens.
잠깐, 당신 호기심에 당겼다는 소리예요?
Wait, you pulled the lever when you didn't even know what was going to happen. Just out of curiosity.
당연하지. 100억 안이나 연체된 사람은 처음 보는데 이런 기회를 놓칠 수는 없잖아. 시간 로또에 당첨되어도 세적으로 100억 안에 받을 수는 없는데 하물며 100억 안에 빚져버린다니. 박물관에 전시될 만한
Of
구경거리라고.
course, 10 billion on of time tax debt is a historically unprecedented amount of debt. So I had to see what would happen. You could land first place in the lottery and you still wouldn't even come close to making 10 billion on. And that's before taxes. So you all belong in the Museum of History, if I'm being honest.
그리고 지금까지 교수대에 자기 발로 올라오는 사람들은 많아봤자 기껏 150시간 정도 연체된 사람들이었거든. 그 이상 연체한 사람들은 올라가지 않으려고 도망치다가 괜히 시간만 더 지불했는데 100억 안을 연체한 사람이 이렇게 순순히 올라와 줄지도 몰랐지 뭐야.
Besides, I haven't seen anyone with more than 150 hours in time tax debt willingly step up to a gallows before. Anyone beyond the usual chooses to run and dig themselves into an even deeper debt hole. The point is, I scarcely expected someone in a 10 billion on time tax hole to just walk up like that. What's wrong with this guy? What good Mersault for thee? Surrender not to such machinery. Mersault the fuck? What What are you doing, buddy?
괜찮은 거였어?
Whoa! Thou art unharmed.
괜찮다.
I'm alright.
일단 메르소 씨, 얼른 그 교수대에서 내려오는 게 어때?
Why don't you get down from the gallows now, Mercel? Virgil and Faust returned just as the incident occurred, were both glaring at us with expressions that were anything but friendly. It's like, yo, the fuck you doing? Why? No, don't do that. What? We're trying to solve the issue. Why the fuck would you step on the thing? What the fuck are you dumb fuck? Catastrophically stupid. Adventure of 3 detectives. What happened? Okay, I can clearly see that you're both accusing me of letting sinners run wild again, but we had our reason. Dante let sinners run wild again.
저들과 이야기는 다
We
마쳤습니다.
have reached an agreement.
어떻게 됐어요? 사정은 잘 설명한 거죠? 이대로 저 웃기지도 않은 교수대에 단체로 매달려야 하는 건 아니죠?
And you explained things to them, right? Please tell me the agreement doesn't involve us collectively dangling from that stupid gallows.
백억안은 관액수이지만 동시에 우리가 책임져야 할 몫이라는 것 또한 확실하다. 실제로 시간에 대한 이득을 누렸고 상호 협의된 사항 또한 아니었으니.
$10 billion on. Certainly an absurd amount of money, but it doesn't change the fact that we were still responsible for it. We did benefit from the extra time it granted us, and its use was something that wasn't usually agreed upon before our unilateral activation.
이쪽에서도 사전에 예상하지 못했던 상황이었기에 대비책을 마련할 수도 없었죠.
Because it was an unexpected event, no countermeasures could be put in place either. Yeah, we didn't exactly have a whole lot of time to debate it, whether I was allowed to slow time down or not. We really had to think on our feet back then. I felt a bit miffed being treated as though I was somehow at fault for
나의
this.
누구 하나를
You are
희생해야
Dante. Deal with it.
좀 더 효율적인 방식의 평가를 부탁하지.
If you plan to sacrifice one of us to settle the debt, I request you evaluate our worth based on individual merit. Well, Don Quixote.
이럴 때를 대비해 평소에 작성해둔 수감자별 업무 평가집 마지막 장에 있는 별도 의견을 참고해서.
Otis, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. You're not gonna endear yourself to the other sinners by doing this shit. I have preferred performance evaluation sheets for each sinner precisely for one such occasion. On the last page of those evaluation sheets are extra opinions that
누군가를 놓고 갈 계획은 없다. 그리고 고작 한 명의 희생으로 100억안을 전부 납부할 수도 없을 것이고.
I don't plan on leaving any behind to take the fall for the. Besides, 10 billion on isn't the kind of money you can settle with the sacrifice of one individual.
하지만 마침내 극적으로 타협점을 찾았지. 너희가 교수대 앞에서 장난이나 치고 있을 동안에
But we did
말이야.
eventually find a reasonable compromise while you're wasting your time horsing around in front of the gallows. And that compromise is
뒤틀림 처리에 대한 의뢰입니다.
we have been contracted to deal with the situation.
저번에도 그렇고 그래도 우리 회사가 뒤틀림 사건 해결 관련으로는 알아주게 되었나 봐.
I guess we're really starting to put our names out there. They specifically sought us out to deal with this
다른
situation.
해결사와 업체들에 먼저 의뢰를 맡겼었으나 번번이 실패하여서 저희가 6번째 의뢰라고 하더군요.
They have sought out other pictures and companies to deal with this first. The sixth choice, very nice. After the first 5 failed to produce meaningful results.
그런 거였어?
Gotcha.
그래도 입소문이 돌고 있기 시작한 상태라는 건
Hey, you guys were number 6. That's not too bad.
부정할 수 없는 사실이지.
Well, the stories are starting to circulate via word of mouth. I will not deny. So what kind of distortion are we dealing with this time?
T사 내에서 연속적으로 벌어지고 있는 미해결 사건이 있다고 합니다. 일각에서는 이를 가리켜
This is a request regarding a series of similar unsolved cases within D-Corp's borders. Some call it
시간 살인 시간이라고 부르더군요.
the case of time-killing time. What?
여러 명인 듯합니다.
Several people have already fallen victim to the perpetrator. Case of time-killing time.
그 말대로다.
Exactly what it says on the tin.
우리들의 시간이 뒤틀림으로부터 살해되고 있지.
Distortion is running wild, killing our time. What?
우리 T사에서는 시간이 곧 자산이다. 번번이 벌어지고 있는 시간 강도 같은 경우는 훔쳐간 시간을 통해 범인에 대한 추적이 가능했지만 이번 시간 살인 시간은 시간 자체가 통째로 사라져버려 추적이 불가능한 요리 없이 중대한 사건이지.
Time is an asset here at T-Corp, so it's not difficult for us to track down the occasional time robberies by tracing them. When case of time-killing time, the killer does not leave any traces. He is simply gone, completely removed, untraceable. No such thing has happened here before. The significance of this case cannot be emphasized enough.
그래서 시간 살인 시간을 해결하기 위해 시간세를 면하는 조건으로 뒤틀린 포획을 요청하는 바다.
That is why we formally request that you solve this case for us. In return, we will exempt you from your time tax debt.
이렇게 또 와버리고 말았군. 이 몸이 나서야 할 시간이.
Thus arriveth once again my time to shine.
최근에 본인이 정독한 책에 따르면 T사에게 도시 악몽급 이상의 사건을 의뢰받는 탐정들은 수사기간 동안 모두 특별 수사관 배지라는 것을 지급받는다 하오. 그것만 있으면 수사에 필요한 여러 협조가 free pass.
Donkey, please stop. According to a book I have perused in recent days, any and all detectives working to solve cases of urban nightmare or beyond are issued a special investigator badge. During the course of their employment, 'tis a badge that may as well be a universal pass to command all kinds of aid regarding the investigation.
탐정?
Detectives!
해결사들 말이오.
Fixers! Oh my lord, I'm gonna paint the walls white every time I hear the word fix up.
배지는
You plan to issue those badges, yes. Oh lord, oh Jesus, oh god, oh fuck, oh Christ. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh boy.
꼭 갖고 싶었던 컬렉션 중 하나였는데. 혹시 이 의뢰가 끝나면 내게 배지를 나눠줄 수 있겠는가? 보존용, 감상용, 영업용으로 최소 3개 정도는 필요.
What? What is your private collection? Is this like the commander doll in Nikkei where some of the dolls get how I put this violated? Is she violating her private? Okay, I'm gonna stop. Wahoo! Oh wait, sorry. Can I do it? Wahoo! Okay, let's begin. Much have I longed to add one such badge to my collection. Perchance thou shalt allow us to keep the badges once this case is dealt with. Nay, I demand I be awarded at least 3 badges, one for my private collection, one for display, and one for business, so that...
아이 시끄러. 더 들어볼 거 있냐? 빨리 후딱 가서 후딱 해치우고 오자고. 돈 문제는 질색이야.
Shut it, lass. Right, what are you waiting for? Let's crack on. Whack this distortion and get the hell out of here. I hate dealing with money problems.
의욕은 좋게 평가하지. 하지만 말을 좀 끝까지 좀 들었으면 좋겠군.
Value your enthusiasm, but I would appreciate it if you could allow others to finish their sentences before cutting them off and going on a long tangent of your own.
문제는
But
이자들이
ADHD, Virgil, is ADHD. That's the way
사건을
ADHD works. You can't turn the
해결한답시고
ADHD off.
우르르 몰려다니는 걸
I don't know. I don't take
원치 않다고.
medications for my ADHD because I don't want to and I don't need to. I'm good. My ADHD is perfectly fine. I know other people make different choices, and that's also perfectly fine. I assume different people have different degrees of ADHD and different lifestyles and different other differences in their brain chemistry or whatever that influences whether you would want to take meds or not for ADHD. I am merely just one individual who is okay with the ADHD part. I do take antidepressants and anxiety medication, singular, only one. It covers both. What's it? Duloxetine? Yeah, I just take duloxetine. Very helpful for me. I know I've had. Okay. Calm down, Singe. Virgilus is just complaining about tangents, and then your dumbass starts going on tangent after tangent, talking about completely unrelated subjects. Okay, I'll get this over quick. I have been on other meds that haven't worked as well, and have dealt with funky side effects myself, but I'm lucky to have finally found one that works. The end. Moving on. Bye. The problem is that they don't want all 13 of you running amok in an effort to solve the
그
case.
인원으로 거리를 돌아다니며 거주민들의 소중한 하루의 시간을 방해하는 것은 허용하기 힘들다.
Indeed, I can't have your entire group run wild in the streets and potentially waste the precious time of our
또한
residents.
특별 수사관 배지는 T사에서도 매우 까다롭게 발급해주는 증표로 13개나 지급해줄 수 없지.
Also, the special investigator badge isn't something T Corp hands out like candy. We can't give away a whole box of badges just for all 13 of them.
부분적으로는 동의한다.
I concur to a degree. Otis has continuously and consistently suggested that we cut down the numbers of sinners. He was the first one to welcome this offer. Okay, Otis, you volunteered. We're starting with your dumbass.
도움이 되지 않는 짐덩이를 끌고 다니는 셈이니 한참 전부터 이랬어야 했지.
What the fuck, Otis? Jesus Christ. We should have done something like this a long time ago. What use is there in hauling around these dead weights?
엘리트 인원들이 현장을 뛰며 문제를 해결하고 열애자들은 버스 안에서 얌전히 따라오면서 대기나.
Oh, leave them in the bus. You don't want to actually kill them. Unless you want to feed them. Yep. I'm sorry, there's a system notification. Oh, it's from, sorry, Enfield seems to have an update. Okay. Out. Okay. Leave the useless pawn behind. Wait in the bus.
본인이
sorry.
그 엘리트에 포함될 거라는 믿음이 굳건하게
The
깔려
elite team of high-performing individuals takes care of business. You seem rather confident they'd be part of the elite team of high-performing individuals, Otis. She would not, by the way.
그건 당연한.
Ridiculous Steven suggests otherwise.
헛소리는 그만하고. 그래서 몇이나 허가된 건가요?
Alright, enough with your nonsense. So how many of us are allowed to work on this case anyway? Two. Virgilus trailed off, clearly unhappy about this outcome.
3명. 관리자까지 포함한다면 4명이 허용범이겠군.
They have decided that 4 individuals, including the manager, is an appropriate number of people allowed to partake in this investigation.
그렇게나 적게.
That's not a lot.
이 또한 많은 논쟁이 오고 간 끝에 극적으로 내린 타협이다.
Except that we barely managed to get out the decision from 4 after much debate.
나와 관리자님 2명만으로도 충분한 일일 것을. 구태여.
Oh my lord, please tell me they're not coming. Let's see, who should they bring? Faust, 1. I don't know, Faust, Heathcliff, and Yisang? Just because Faust is Faust, and Heathcliff and Yisang, because they've lived in, is it T? Yeah, in T Corp. So they actually used to live here. So, you know, local familiarity. Right. So all comes down to my choice, huh? 3 sinners. So many eyes upon me. Not that I've never had them look at me at the same time before, but the pressure is on a completely different level when it comes to making judgment calls like these.
관리자가 고민이 깊어 보이는군. 쓸데없는 고민은 시간만 흐르게 할 뿐이지.
Like, manager is deep in thought, but pointlessly agonizing over something like this is a waste of time.
일단 자발적으로 의사가 있는 자들부터 거수한다. 빠르게.
Taking volunteers first. Let's see some hands quickly now.
도대체 고민을 할 것이 뭐가 있겠어?
Oh my lord, Jesus fucking. Let me see. I am sorry for what is about to happen. Forsooth, I shan't hesitate before such excellent opportunity. There. If anyone was or will be listening to that, you are now probably deaf. How bad is it? How bad was it? Jeez, I need to see this for myself. How loud was that? How loud did that get? I need to find out. Alright, I'm gonna deafen myself right now and listen to myself. Give me a sec. Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh god. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not deafening. It's not deafening levels. It's just like, it just sounds like the volume is maxed out. Like clipping really hard. I don't know how to describe it. It sounds like a very even noise. I don't know how to put it.
이번엔 내가 나서 볼까?
It's finally my time to shine. No worst Kanto girl. I'm joking. I don't agree with people. I actually like her Kanto a bunch. The worst Kanto is either Yisang or Ishmael. See the 20-minute rant that I highlighted, which is now forever on my channel. Boy, Tony. Oh, sorry. Oi, don't even need to ask me. Alright, let's get on with it.
나 손 든 거 아니고 안경 닦은 거야.
Oh no, that wasn't. I'm not raising my hand. I'm just cleaning my glasses. It's no simple matter. I've not been with so few sinners before, except for one time when we accidentally walked to the outskirts through the back door, so I have to take this slow and really consider all possible angles. What a mess, huh?
저쪽에서 멋대로 정한 제약도 많고 그걸 하나하나 설명하며 토의할 시간도 없으니 이번엔 제가 이 자리에서 바로 선별하겠습니다.
It's too much trouble for me to listen to debate all the arbitrary limitations they said, so allow me to make choices for you this time, Dante. Well, I don't think there's too big a gap between them and when it comes to their capabilities, but they all excel at different situations.
듣고 있습니까, 단테? 제 쪽에서 빠르게 선정을 해보겠다고 말하고
Dante,
있습니다.
are you listening? Hello. I just said I will be the one to choose your companions. Oh boy. Oh Jesus fucking Christ. Why did you do this to me? No, I need to consider more than just their individual capabilities. Some of them work better when paired together, but it's also true that haphazardly pairing them together might end up making a team that's less than the sum of its parts. This is all about building team synergy. Wait, didn't Radia say something about how people born in December and August mesh well together? And what the fuck are you going on about?
이번 사건에 참여할 자는
Sinners who will accompany Dante to solve this case are House, Ishmael, and Yusang, maybe? I don't know, maybe Element Rational. I don't know, maybe Honglu? I don't know if I'd use smart to describe Honglu, though. Calm, yes, but I didn't know about smart. Do we even have anyone like that? Oh, yeah, that's a problem. I still have to choose someone, though. Oh, that does look pretty close. Damn it. Got it. I choose Faust, Mersault, and Yusang.
로자, 류슈, 홍루다.
Wow. That's quite a group. Hunglu about a smash some. Wait, excuse me, sorry. Radian, Ryoshu, and Honglu. Ka-ching! Wait, what?
단테는 저와 메루소 씨, 이상 씨를 선택하셨네요.
Dante has selected me, Mersault, and Yuseng.
제 말을 또 듣지 못했습니까, 단테?
Haven't you been listening, Dante?
파우스트 씨는 앞으로의 행선지에 관해 저와 논의를 마쳐야 할 사항이 있고, 이 상은 한때 T사에서 금지 물품을 발명한 전적이 있기에 애초에 회의 중에 기각되었습니다.
I have certain things to discuss with Miss Faust regarding our upcoming journey, so she was not an option. Yuseng was immediately ruled out, even before the meeting adjourned, due to his history of developing an unauthorized invention in T-Corp.
메르소는 애초에 거수하지도 않았고.
Mersault did not volunteer.
나서야 할 이유는 없었다.
There was no reason to volunteer.
그대의 그 마음만으로도 감동이구려. 네, 꼭 기억하겠소.
Of course. Though I may have been disallowed from joining this investigation. I am truly grateful for your appreciation, Dante. I shan't forget this. Oh boy, awkward for all those other sinners who volunteered and Dante didn't pick. Wait, that's yeah. Hey, Otis, you know that's not what I meant. I just thought that maybe we needed someone skilled and experienced like you to effectively manage the remaining sinners while we're...
Yeah.
Okay. I really soured the mood, didn't I? The three of them, who I didn't even imagine my wildest dreams to be hanging out together, all turned to look in my direction. I guess they're all from regions of Eurasia that are sort of next to each other, and are known for war and violence, I guess. Yeah, sure. Somewhat. Well, I don't know, actually, not China, so maybe China, well, they've had a lot of different dynasties over the thousands of years they've been around, and there's always that turnover. So, yeah, whatever.
와, 3명뿐이라니 주목을 받기에 딱 좋은 숫자잖아. 안 그래?
Whoa, just the three of us, huh? A trio is such an eye-catching number, isn't it? Oh yeah, I get, but why did two of you volunteer?
yes.
I thought it sounded FAH, fun as hell? Maybe?
경험은 많고 다양할수록 좋을 테니까요.
The greater the quantity and diversity of experience, the better it is. Yeah, rip Don Quixote. Don't worry, your turn's coming. Very soon. Don Quixote tragically drops her head to the ground, crestfallen.
본인의 키가 그대들에 비해 조금 작은 탓에 길잡이 날이 꽤 제대로 닿지 않았어.
Excuse me? Yeah, sure, Don Quixote, that's why. That's why. Yes, because you're short. That's totally what happened. Yes. I have not else to blame but my solid lower vertical placement in this world. Indeed, that must be why Sir Virgil I failed to catch my impassioned hand. Don Quixote sobbed, dramatically lamenting how Virgil did not even bat an eye in her direction, despite her being the first one to raise her hand. Dude, just don't respond to that. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the only reason he didn't pick her, though.
이것은 본인의 마지막 유산.
What the fuck? Oh, is my final legacy I bestow upon
이건
you.
뭐야? 책이랑 돋보기랑 옷?
Don't Quixote have a full detective outfit just on their body? What? Is that what's all this? A book, a magnifying glass, and are these clothes?
본인이 아껴놓았던 컬렉션.
What the fuck? Is my treasure, my collection. Prithee, be gentle with it.
아, 그런데 옷은 왜 3벌이나 있나요?
Oh, but why are you carrying 3 sets of clothing?
그거야. 당연히 감상용, 소장용, 영업용 아니겠는가?
What the fuck? One for my private collection, one for display, and one for business. Verily, is that not obvious to be?
13가지의 수수께끼 해결 수사집. 사인도 있네?
13 problems, 13 reasons. Record of investigation. Solution to the 13 problems by Agatha. Somebody's autographed it. Agatha Christie.
그런데 애거사가 누구야?
Who is this Agatha?
아니, 한때 세븐 협회를 대표했던 1급 해결사이신데 아무도 모르는 것이오?
Why, how are ye also ignorant in lore of fixers? Once she was a grade 1 fixer who was so prolific that she may as well have been the face of the 7 Association. Truly, no one.
보통은 모르는 사람이 태반이야, 돈키호테.
Most people don't know those lore, Don Quixote.
거치자.
Cumbersome clothes.
하지만 그걸 잊지 않으면 명탐정이 될 수 없단 말이오.
Yep, she oh god, it really is detective outfit. Oh lord Jesus.
명탐정이 부채하는 것이오.
This is a mustache? Are you fucking with me? How wilt thou call thyself an ace detective when not dressed appropriately for the occasion? Here, 'tis only right that the leading ace detective adorn her countenance with this special mustache.
이 책 서문에서 애거사님이 그러시는데요. 명탐정의 기본적인 자격은 옷을 잘 갖춰 입는 것이라고 하네요.
But Lady Agatha says in the foreword of his book that any self-respecting ace detective must always dress themselves in impeccable fashion.
이제 그만 놔줘, 돈키호테. 응?
Don Quixote, just let it go.
그런데 아니 뭐 다른 사람들은 그렇다 치더라도 이스마엘 씨는 왜 열애 멤버에 속하게 된 거야?
So I'm sure everyone had their reasons. How come you didn't get picked for this assignment?
열애 멤버라뇨. 전 애초에 손부터 들지도 않았어요.
You didn't get picked. I never volunteered.
사규를 어기지 않으면서 합리적으로 쉴 수 있는 기회가 어디 흔하겠나요?
Of course. Hey, it's not every day you get a legitimate chance to get some free paid time off without breaking company rules. I wasn't about to let that chance slip.
뽑힌 인원을 보고 조금 후회하긴 했지만 뭐 정 안 되면 좀 쉬다가 나중에 도와주면 되니까요.
I guess I did have some last minute regrets when I saw who Virgil's picked out. But I'll relax for a bit and jump in to help him out when needed.
그럼 저희는
Well, good luck while the Oh yeah.
엘리트라고 불러주겠어?
Hey, nobody let moving on. Nobody let Pokemon Company know about that.
어디서 피로 좀 풀고 있죠.
Censor that. The self-proclaimed censored runs around T-Corp finally find a place to take the edge off it online.
유감이군.
How unfortunate.
T사에서는 나머지 수감자들의 자유로운 활동을
T-Corp did not authorize the rest of the sinners to run around unmonitored.
100억 원이나 되는 액수가 걸린 이들을 우리 쪽에서 어떠한 담보도 없이 풀어줄 수는 없는 일.
Most understandably, simply cannot let individuals responsible for 10 billion ons worth of fine tax roam free without proper collateral.
보아하니 시간 체납자들이 일시적으로 거주하는 방이
Looks like they have temporary lodgings for those who have failed to pay their time taxes. Virgil says prison. They're going to jail. Ow. Oh, wow. Okay, I was a bit louder. Virgil was pointing out clear. Yep. 07. Virgil was pointing out what was clearly a jail cell.
길잡이, 네 놈이 말한 방이 저곳인가?
Are you certain that's the lodging guide? Yes. Y'all being held in jail.
내가 유치장에 갇혀야 한다고?
They're going to I'm going to jail.
살아있는 담보물이 되어서 말이죠.
As living collateral, apparently.
언젠가 돌이켜보면 다 좋은 추억일 거야. 그럼 우리 다녀올게. 잘 지키고 있어.
It'll be fun. Hey, betcha you'll look fondly back at this memory when it's all said and done. Okay, we'll be right back. So be nice and stay put.
그래도 이 감옥은 난방이라도 틀어주네.
What? Nice. This jail cell at least has some heat in it. 왜?
그런데 만약 저놈들이 저대로 안 오면 어떻게 되는 거냐?
What happens if they just leave and don't come back?
한 100억원어치 시간이 지난 후에 보는 건가?
Seeing them again after 10 billion ons worth of time passes, I guess. They actually put the outfits on Jesus. I feel like this is like pure PTSD material for Don Quixote. As much as her face says right here, Jesus.
어이, 돌아와라. 그 정도 시간이면 배가 다 짜져버릴 것이다.
Hey, wait, get back here. There's more than enough time to finish weaving on the loom. Calm down, alright? We'll be right back before you even...
명탐정이 되어 돌아오게 해. 명심하시오.
Alright, I'm not gonna try. I can't do it justice. Sorry. We set off on our journey after receiving aforementioned special inspector badges, leaving the chaotic screaming and hollering of the remaining sinners behind. How much of that is just Don Quixote? And Mersault seemed pretty chill. It was like adios. After a while, all we could hear was the sad intermittent clattering of metal as someone violently shook the steel bars. Definitely Don Quixote.
자, 그럼 가볼까나? 세 번째 피해자를 만나러. 이 사건 기록에 따르면 아하, 이곳이군. 멀지는 않네.
Alright, looks like everyone's ready. Then let's get a move on and have a little chat with the third victim. Let's see. Case records say that, there it is. It's just a stone's throw away.
What?
Oh, they actually changed their art for this.
왜냐니? 첫 번째랑 두 번째 피해자는 신문할 수 없는 상황이라고 사건 기록에 적혀 있잖아. 아, 참 안타까운 일이야.
You mean, look at the record. It clearly states that neither of the first two victims is in a communicative state. How unfortunate.
아니, 내 말은 왜 자연스럽게 동행하냐는 거야. 우린 더 안 껴줄 거거든? 호이.
No, I mean, why are you coming along with us? I'm sorry, but we're not taking psychic applications right now. Go away. Shoot.
아니, 예정되어 있던 인원이다.
Incorrect. One of us will be joining your team.
긴 척도에 대한 즉각적인 보고를 받기 위해 우리 쪽에서 내부 직원을 하나 파견할 예정이었으니
We're gonna send an employee with you so we can receive immediate updates regarding our investigation progress.
더럽게 깐깐.
Oh my god, Jesus. Let's stick out of your ass.
이쪽에선 2등급을 보내려고 했는데 당신은
We plan to send a class to a staff member with you, but you're...
나는 5등급. 여기 명찰 보이지?
Me. Class 5? See the badge? Chatterbox of an employee replied cheerfully as he produced a twinkling badge from his
몰라
clothes.
배웠습니다. 5등급 감사직분이 이런 것까진 잘 안 오시게.
I see. I remember their system is the larger the number, the higher rank they are. I apologize for failing to recognize you, sir. I scarcely expect to see a class 5 auditor all the way out down. I think he's not gonna care.
5등급? 저 사람이 정말로?
That guy's a class 5 staff, really?
5등급이라면 회사의 직원분들 중에는 가장 높은 직책이죠?
Class 5. It's the highest rank one could reach as a wing employee, right?
내가 알기로도 그런데.
Yeah, as far as I know.
꼭 그런 것만도 아니지. 그런 건 둥지마다 다를 테니까. 12등급, 20등급도 있을지 어떻게 알아?
Well, don't be sure. It depends on which wing we're talking about. Who knows? Maybe there are class 12 or even class 20 employees out there.
자, 그럼 해결된 거지? 문제 없지? 그럼 가볼까?
Get it? Got it? Good. Let's get a move on. He stared in silent bafflement as the employees turned out of the building, then hurriedly followed him out the door.
대박이지 않아? 시간 살인이라니. 시간을 느리거나 빠르게 하는 걸 넘어서 시간을 통째로 빼는 거잖아.
Absolutely brilliant. Very concept of killing time. You're not slowing down or speeding up time. You're eliminating it completely. Just yanking it out of
당신
circulation.
이름이 그러니까
These people really hate inflation. So, your name is...
마이?
Mai?
편할 대로 불러. 이름 같은 건 중요하지 않아.
Relax and call me however you want. Names are such unimportant things, aren't they? Don't, dude. Don't say that. You've made a terrible mistake.
아니, 이름은 중요하다.
No, names matter. Really, you never called anyone by their name.
대놓고 감시역으로 온 느낌인데 편할 대로 부르라니.
Let's can call you however we want, but you're obviously here to be our handler.
그것도 그렇네. 알았어, 그럼.
That's true. That does make things a tad awkward, doesn't it? Let me think.
너희 탐정 옷도 입고 있겠다. 나를 쓸만한 조수라고 생각하는 건 어때?
I've got it. You're all dressed like detectives. Why don't you consider me your ever-helpful assistant who tags along on your adventures?
아무리 그래도 그렇지.
Okay, but still. Ryoshu was staring off into the distance while puffing her... It's not a cigarette. Her pipe suddenly spoke, just as Radia was about to record.
조수, 알맞은 장소로 안내하도록.
Assistant, lead us.
됐어.
Right away, ma'am.
혹시 조수랑 하인이랑은 어떻게 다른 건가요? 이전에 저희 집에
Oh
고용되었던
my god,
분들은
very
말이죠.
well. This was why I was like, maybe like Angu's like he's like 50% of the way there, but it's the other 50% that fucks him up. What's the difference between an assistant and a servant? You know, my family used to employ. Sure warmed up to him fast. Such it is, extroverted individuals with ADHD. Oh, I just noticed a smile in the corner. Stop playing. The government is backing predators who espouse anti-ICE sentiments. Hi! It is me! Censored! Singe's IRL name. Fuck ICE. Oh. Ah, this is fan art. It's fan art, okay. I mean, of course. Yes, I do not like ice. Okay, let's get back to it. Oh, so that is free. Oh boy, Jesus Christ, that's not good. I need more free to pull. Yes, I don't care what you say. I do the paid 13 currency pulls every day. They're awesome. Suck my fucking dick. You cannot convince me otherwise. And I get what if I pull my what actually? Think question. Can ban you if you strip naked while you're being pooping? What happens? Fuck it, I need to know. I need to know. Fuck you. Fuck this bullshit. I don't care. Fuck you. Oh, it's coming off. Yes. Freedom. There we go. Hello everyone. Actually naked IRL since Roshu reporting in right now. So I go get my clothes. This is so sketchy. Incoming ban. Incoming ban. Can I get banned for this? Like, there's nothing showing, and there's literally no way for it to show. So, streaming naked, yes. Hello NSA agent watching me through the webcam. I hope you enjoy seeing my dick. Let's see, the third victim of this case is this watch factory's. Hold up. The obviously gaudy and expensive suit. Sorry. Meticulously trimmed and shaped mustache. The third victim must be the owner of this factory. Assistant, confirm my deductions.
정답이야, 탐정님.
You're right on the money, detective.
시작이 좋네요.
We're off to a great start. I am very uncomfortable right now. I don't mean mentally, I mean physically. How do I do this without, like, needing to go wash my hands?
우리는 시간 살인 시간 해결을 위해 나온.
Ahem. We are detectives working on the case of time killing time. My name is. Really? Really? My dick is right here. It's right here. It's out. Really? Right in front of my dick? Are you fucking with me? Question mark? I don't know what. I'm just moving on.
뭐라는 거야?
What's going on?
류슈 탐정.
Ryoshi, detective.
우와, 말을 굉장히 빠르게 하시는 분이시네요. 예전에 메르소 씨가 치킨을 먹고 감상을 말해주셨을 때보다 훨씬 더 빨라요.
He's talking way faster than Marcel did when he reviewed those chickens. Yeah. No, I can't do this. Talking so fast. It's like someone pressed the fast forward button just for him or something. I can't understand the thing coming out of
저
his mouth.
사람은 가지고 있는 시간이 많은 거야.
He's someone who has a lot of time.
가지고 있는 시간이 많다고?
What's that supposed to mean?
평균적인 T사 시민의 하루는 20시간에서 28시간 정도지만 간혹 저런 부자들도 있어. 가진 시간이 많아서 하루가 40시간, 50시간. 이렇게 되면 시간이 적은 사람에겐 상대적으로 빠르게 보일 수밖에 없지. 저러면 코를 긁는 척하면서 남들 모르게 팔 수도 있을걸?
Okay. An average C Corp citizen has about 20 to 28 hours in a day. But you might also run into someone like him, people with plenty of time to spare, because they have so much surplus time they can afford to condense 40-50 hours into a single day. And to people with fewer hours in a day, they look as though he's moving 2-3 times faster than them. Someone with that much time can pick their nose in the blink of an eye before anyone even has a chance to catch them in the act. Ew. Yeah. Something, eat the rich, fuck you. I gave Radia a quick look of concern. She had to do something before Yoshi. I think that's the neck thing. A quick look, as in a brief flicker of flames, burned on my palm.
저기 좀 더 천천히 말해줄래? 안 그러면 당신이 또 다른 피해자로 발견될 수도 있거든. 어쩌면 이번엔 숨이 끊어진 채로.
Would you mind slowing down a bit? I'm worried that you're at the serious risk of becoming a victim of a completely different, slightly more fatal crime. Shook his head in frustration, very rapidly that is, before activating what appeared to be a voice recorder. Began to play his voice back at us.
반갑습니다. 저는 T사에서 이 시계 공장을 운영하고 있는 범블이라고 합니다.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Bumble, a proud proprietor of this watch factory.
의사소통이 이런 식으로 오가는 건 양해를
Apologies for this
부탁드리겠습니다.
awkward method of communication.
하는 하루를 52시간으로 쓰고 있거든요. 전성기 때는 100시간으로도 산 적이 있었는데 요새 공장 사정이 조금 안 좋아져서요.
As you see, my days are 52 hours long. I used to live 100-hour days in my heyday, but things have taken a turn for the worse at this factory in recent years.
52시간?
52 hours?
제 눈에는 여러분들이 매우 느릿느릿 말하고 있는 것처럼 들립니다. 답답하지만 이 사건을 해결해줄 탐정분들이라 하니 너그럽게 이해하고 있는 중입니다.
To me, it looks as though you're all talking very, very slowly. I must say, it's quite frustrating, but I'm willing to suffer this annoyance as long as you solve this case up.
아니, 하루를 52시간으로 세면 대체 어떤 인생을 살고 있는 거야?
You have 52 whole hours to spend in a single day. Gee, I can't imagine what that'd be like.
윤택하고 알찬 인생이랄까요? 저는 여러분보다 더 많은 일들을 할 수 있답니다. 예를 들어서 충분한 숙면을 취할 수 있으니까 피부가 더 매끈해진다거나. 한번 만져보실래요?
What the fuck, bro? Wow. Oh, I can tell you if you're curious. It's very, very full life, I must say. Having more time to spend in a day means I get more time to get things done in a day, like sleeping 10 or more hours a night and having more than 40 hours left to spend. Good sleep really is the key to keeping your skin fresh and moist. Indeed, let you touch if you wanna. As though in an effort to demonstrate, Bumble was constantly zooming around the room, checking his documents, calling someone on the phone, and even brushing his teeth while he stood there listening to his recordings. I don't care. Get to the point.
오늘은 어느 이른 저녁이었습니다.
There was one late evening.
그날도 여느 날과 다름없이 바쁘게 길을 걷고 있는
Let's see.
중이었습니다.
Like always, I was busy
중요한
walking
약속이
down the street.
있었거든요.
I had a very important meeting to attend. And all of a sudden,
습격을 당한 거야?
an attack.
아니요. 집에 썰어두었던 베이컨을 탁자 위에 두고 왔던 게 생각났지 뭐예요. 23구의 보랏빛 소금으로 절여뒀어야 했는데.
No, I just haven't recalled I left bacon on the kitchen counter at home. I should have left it covered with District 23's purple salt.
저희 둘째 고모가 자주 쓰시던 소금이네요.
My second oldest aunt used to sprinkle that salt all the time. The point.
그래서 시계탑의 시간을 보면서 집에 다시 돌아가야 할지
I
고민
stopped briefly
중이던
looking up at
찰나에
the clock tower and wondering if I should head back home to salt the bacon.
갑자기 시간 살인마에게 습격을 당한 겁니다.
That's when the time ripper struck.
시계탑?
T사에는 구역마다 A사 기준의 표준 시간을 알려주는 시계탑이 12개 있어. 각자가 보내는 시간이 다르다 보니 시계도 개인의 하루에 맞춰지거든. 진짜 시간을 알려면 시계탑을 봐야 해.
One of the 12 zones at T-Corp has a clock tower that displays A-Corp's standard time scale, because everyone has different hours to spend in a day. The watches sync with their respective time scales as well. So to tell the real objective time, one would have to check the clock tower. Oh.
신기하네요.
Pretty neat.
그게 중요한 게 아니지 않아? 어디 보자. 일단
Alright, you
인상착의를
two.
설명해
Let's
주겠어?
focus on stuff that's actually important. Let's see. How about we start with physical description?
아마 양복을 입고 있었고.
A fine tailored suit.
양복이라. 시간 살인마라는 별명치고 꽤나 멋부렸는데.
Tailored suit, a bit fancy for someone called the Time Ripper, don't you think?
5,800만 원짜리 양복이었을 거예요. 맞춤 양복이었는데 착용감이 꽤 좋았죠.
Must have cost me about 58 million on, of course. And so it's tailor-made. This comfort was beyond human imagination. Wait, what?
그리고 멋지고 날렵한 코스염이 있었고요.
Oh, how could I forget? This impressively yet keenly shaped mustache.
아니, 본인의 인상착의를 말하라는 게 아니었어.
Hey, I wasn't talking about your own physical description.
분까지 한 번.
Oh boy. One more chance until I sink.
그자는
Ah, you mean the murderer's appearance. Well, let me think.
기억이 잘 안 나네요. 워낙 순식간에 덮쳐왔어.
I don't recall anything. It just happened so fast that.
시간이 살해된 순간 어땠지?
How did
고통을
it feel to
느꼈나?
have your own time killed? Was it painful? You not ask something like that with such a big grin on your face.
아니요. 그냥
No, but it was just.
눈을 감았다가 뜨기만 했는데 100시간이 사라져 있었어요. 그것 때문에 중요한 약속도 놓쳐버리고 손해가 이만저만이 아니라고요.
100 hours was gone in the blink of an eye. I missed a very important appointment thanks to that. A very important appointment thanks to that. How do you know I suffered so much damage?
100시간이면 일주일이 사라진 거야?
Yeah, 100 hours. You lost a whole week in the blink of an eye.
아니에요. 저한테 100시간이면 이틀 정도랍니다. 하지만 그것도 손해가 막심하지요.
No, but 100 hours for me is just 2 days or so. They still have no idea how much I lost because of those 2 days.
시간을 도려내다니. 그런 발명품이라면 올해의 발명가상을 받고도 아마 벼락부자가 됐을지도 몰라. 상금이 꽤 쏠쏠하거든. T사에서는 발명가들에게 장려를 적극적으로 해주니까.
Taking away time. An invention that enables something like that would clearly win the Inventor of the Year award and loads of prize money that comes with it. T-Corp really values and supports its inventors.
옛날에는 T사 대표라는 사람이 직접
Oh
나와서
boy,
상을
Jesus
주기도
fucking
했대.
Christ, here it comes.
그제도 발명가 출신이다 보니까
Some people say that once upon a time, T-Corp's chief executive director himself showed up to bestow the award. I guess once an inventor is always an inventor. I say they probably wanted others to carry his inquisitive spirit. I've seen the ceremony once. He was giving away autographs.
주수, 그럼 범인은 상을 받았던 발명가 중 하나가 아닐까?
And maybe we're looking for an inventor received an award for that tech assistant.
그런데 모든 발명품들은 T사의 기술청에
boy,
반드시
Jesus
등록을
fucking
해야만
Christ.
하거든. 몇 번
But
예외도
every
있었던 것
invention
같아.
at T-Corp must
지난번에는
be
구인이라는
registered at
단체가
the
등록하지
Technology
않은
Administration
발명품들을 가지고
Agency.
있었더라고.
So
T사
it is
전체가
not
완전
without
뒤집어졌었지.
few exceptions. There was
다들
once a
챔프하고
time when
여기저기
a rogue group
뛰어다니고
of inventors
그랬는데
called the League of
나는
Nine Litterers, awkward, oh boy, made some inventions that they neglected to register, and wow, what a mess that was. Every single corner of T-Corp was up in arms. Everyone was dashing in panic, making arrests, holding important meetings, while we know nothing about those people, and there's not one of their members. We just tossed in a jail cell.
아, 그렇게나 소란이 있었던 건가요? 이상 씨, 정말 마음고생이 심하셨겠어요.
It's that big of a deal. I can't even imagine how hard it must have been for you.
잠깐, 그래서? 기술청에 저런 발명품이 등록되어 있었어?
Alright. So is there anything like that registered in T-Corp's tech agency?
아니, 처음 보는데?
Nope, first time I've heard anything like that.
그런 건 진작 말해줘.
It started there, you know. What is the power granted by the distortion? You know, Ryoshi was completely uninterested in the conversation, stared off into the distance. He looked out the factory window and let out another puff of smoke before muttering quietly to himself.
살인자도 시체도 없군.
No killer, no corpses. Well, yeah, no one's actually dead, and we don't know where the killer is.
범인은 누구일까요?
Who could it be, I wonder?
제 양복을 탐낸 사람일 거라니까요.
Someone who took a liking to my very expensive suit, I say.
패스. 그 양복 구려.
Jesus. I disagree. Your suit's shit. Ah.
그리고 내가 내 놈을 죽이고자 했다면
Besides, if I really want Roshu, please fucking stop. Stop being the actual criminal here.
저를요?
Yeah, why would
내
you?
놈만큼 빠른 속도로 걸어야 하지.
I'd have to be able to move as fast as you do.
그래야 정확하게 급소를 꿰뚫을 수 있을 테니.
I won't be able to good aim at your vitals otherwise. Roshu strode toward him before suddenly breaking into a charging sprint. Bumble rapidly stumbled back in terror, but Ryoshi was fast enough to close the distance and press her scalpel into his neck despite the disparity in time.
이렇게 말이지.
Just like this. Ryoshi, what the fuck you doing? Jesus, I know he's a rich dude and he's just probably a sack of shit and whatever, but please calm down the murder threatening for a second.
진짜 저대로 칼집제 패버리는 줄 알았어.
Whoa, Asuka was actually about to beat the crap out of him with that scalpel.
그러면 범인은 바로 류슈님인 걸로 사건이 종결되었겠네요.
Yeah, big case closed then. All you have to do is roast Ryo.
무서웠잖아요.
You scared the heck out of me, yo.
그러고 보니 그놈은 제 급소를 찌른 건 아니긴 했지만.
Well, I suppose the villain didn't really stab me in my vitals or whatever.
그런 식으로 갑자기 나타나긴 했던 것 같아요.
But he did appear all of a sudden, just like you did, though.
그렇구나. 무작위 사람을 대상으로 한 사건은 아니었던 거겠네.
I see. So the killer isn't just running around ripping time away from random people left and right.
처음부터 저 제수를 노린 거다.
Okay. Yes, the killer was going specifically for that ass. What does that one even mean? The void left behind by Sinclair's absence was much bigger than I thought.
재수 없는 수영.
I meant that annoying stupid stash. Not having the kid here is frustrating.
말도 안 돼요. 애초에 저를 미워할 사람이 누가 있겠어요.
Please, sir, stop. I might not like you, but you're like, she's right there, buddy. You're asking for it. No way. Can you think of a single person who hates someone like me? I can think of more than a few. Thank God you can't hear that.
아니면 제 양복이 탐이 나서 한번 입어보고
Then it
싶었던 걸
must have
수도
been the work of
있고요.
some bandit who wanted to try on my tailored suit. Oh my lord,
아니면
Jesus
저
fucking Christ.
직원들 중 한 명일 수도 있지 않을까요?
Oh, what about your employees?
애고사님이 쓰신 책엔 범인은 언제나 가까운 곳에 있다고 적혀 있었거든요.
Lady Gatha's book says that to find the culprit, we must look at the victim's immediate circle. I have no idea if that book Don Quixote gave us earlier is actually helping, but I suppose it is at least a very good page turner. Onglu can't seem to be able to tear his eyes away from it. Maybe I should check it out too, once we get back to the bus.
그럴 수도 있겠네.
Yeah, that works.
그렇다면 범인은
Then the culprit.
사장을 미워한 나머지 시간을 뺏으려고 한 거지.
Well, is that the game? Or is this something I'm listening to in the back? Has there been... Oh wait, no, I can verify this. Sorry.
사장을 미워한 나머지 시간을 뺏으려고 한 거지.
Maybe not. Hate Stoner so much enough to try to take his life.
아니요, 그럴 일은 없어요. 보다시피.
Nuh-uh, that seems quite implausible, as you can see.
뭐야, 저 사람들?
The laborers at this factory. Let me guess, they also have insert ungodly amount of hours in their day.
엄청나게 느린 속도로 일하고 있는데?
Oh. Or not. Nope, I was wrong. I should have seen this one come. I'm dumb as fuck. They're all working so slowly, like they're moving through molasses.
아, 저런 노동자들은 하루를 10시간 정도로 살아가. 그마저도 공장에서 하루 대부분을 쓰곤 하지.
Most factory laborers like them usually live rather short 10-hour days, most of which they spend at their factory jobs anyway. What did you say?
여러분, 이번 달 생산량이 지난번 생산량보다 고작 13%밖에 안 늘어났어요. 이래선 이익을 충분히 남기지 못한다고 제가 몇 번이나 말하지 않았나요?
Listen up, everyone. Our output saw only 13% growth compared to last month's growth. Have I not impressed upon you how important this is? We'll be falling behind profit margin projections at this rate. Bumble hollers at them in frustrations. The laborers very, very slowly turn their heads to look up at the factory yard. Even that simple action taking excruciating long to complete.
하지만 사장님, 지난번보다 맞추라는 건...
Yeah. Boss. It's impossible to for any ask her that no.
답답해. 도달 시간에 하나라도 더 조립하세요.
Ooh, how bothersome. Less complaining, more assembling. Use your time effectively. Chop chop up. Okay.
안 그래도 톱니바퀴 발품이 갑자기 안 와서 심란해 죽겠는데.
You have no idea how frustrating it has been for me as a blame, huh? Did you even know that the next batch of cogs have stopped all of a sudden, huh? Okay. We can understand him thanks to the recorder next to us, but everyone out of its earshot would have no chance of understanding whatever he's talking about.
이봐, 범블 씨.
Hey, Mr. Bumble.
알고 있어? 당신의 말은 저들에게 너무나도 빠르게 들리고 있어. 대체 어떻게 알아들으라는 거야?
You're talking way too fast for them to understand. You know that? How do you expect them to understand the things you're saying?
무슨 말씀을? 저들이 너무 느린 거예요. 이 바쁘고 정신없는 도시에서는 빠르고 빠릿하게 사는 사람들만이 성공할 수 있다고요?
So I see. You're more of a sack of shit. It's not me who's too fast. It's them who are too slow. Only hustlers and busy bees like myself who make the best of their time can rise above the rest in this chaotic, bustling city.
아니, 처음부터 말이 되질 않잖아.
What? You know it's a load of bull.
시간이 부족해서 이렇게 느려진 사람들이 어떻게 빠르고 빠릿하게 살아?
How are they supposed to hustle or make the best of their times when they're practically nailed to the floor? And with what time? You know what? Real should kill this motherfucker. I changed my mind. Just murder him anyways. Kill him. I don't give a fuck. Radia, hey. I don't think someone like him will ever understand what you're talking about. He was born and raised in T-Corp Africa.
주수, 당신은 5등급이나 되는 직원이잖아. 저게 정상적인 모습이라고 생각하는 거야?
Hey, assistant. You're a class 5 employee, right? Aren't you supposed to be a big shot? Do you seriously think there's anything normal about all of this?
정상?
Normal.
혹시 탐정님들은 도시의 모든 둥지를 일주하고 온 거야? A서부터 Z사의 둥지까지?
Dear detectives, haven't you returned for a round trip across every single nest in the city, all the way from A to Z? Can you confidently say that you've seen all there is to see?
그건 아니지만.
No, not really, but
그런 생각은 안 해봤어?
maybe this
정상이라는
idea
건
of thought, why don't
힘겨워하는 자들이 만들어낸 환상일
Most
수도
of what
있다고.
is normal is just a mirage conjured by the downtrodden and the self.
어떤 둥지든 간에 고통은 존재할 거라는 거지.
That is to say, that suffering is just part of life in the city, regardless of which nest you're at.
적어도 하루를 50시간이나 사는 여기 범블 씨는
I
고통이란 게
don't see
없어
any
보이는데.
suffering in that mug of Mr. 50 hours a day, right?
너무해요. 저도 고통이란 게 있다고요.
Such harsh words, I have my share of pain, I'll have you know.
애타게 기다리고 있는 게 있는데 시간이 너무 안 가서 감질맛이 난다고요.
Waiting for something to be finished for a while. Do you know how much pain it is to wait for something to have too much time in your day? It's so tedious. Bumble gently fixed his mustache and hair before pressing his expensive coat with care. Okay. How many? That's 5? So it's like 15 in total, maybe? Maybe I'll work on it to like half of it. Like, that's like 3 more episodes, I think. I am gonna go take a short break. I'm also gonna like put my clothes back on because it's actually sort of uncomfortable. Why am I doing this? Well, this might be my final stream before I get permabanned, or can I get permabanned? Can I get permabanned for doing this? Who knows? We'll find out. Next time on Dragon Ball, there might not be a next time. Anyway, I'm gonna go on break. Alright, I'm still gonna take a second for break, but I am back. I am back. Yes, for now. Assuming that I'm not about to get banned. Is my stream still live? Let's find out. What is this? Oh, fuck off. Yes, my stream is still live. Wonderful. I have now been banned for disrobing, for being fucking naked while streaming. Not in a way that the audience cannot see, by the way. Let me clarify that one. Is that published? Well, how do I... Obviously not a rerun, because, I mean, no fucking duh. I'm gonna figure this out. How do I make my streams available, like, the VOD available while I'm still streaming? Very much like, Twitch, VOD, wow. Make VOD available also. Okay. I'm assuming this is settings for stream. Once streaming tools, none of these has that one. Content. Amazing video producer. No. Yeah. How do I do this? Maybe it's lying to me. Oh, settings. Screen. There we go. I think that should be it. Let me see. Is this saved? The settings saved. Always publish VODs. Yes. Is it showing up on my channel now or not? Can I get banned mid-stream for? Can I get banned for this period? I don't know. House broadcasts. Oh boy, it's still not up. Are you fudging with me? Whatever, I can put it up afterwards. Creator dashboard. No, whatever. Is this my channel? Oh no, this is creator dashboard. Stream. Content, video producer. Unpublished. Oh, did that work? Did I just check it? Is it available now? Let's find out. No, it's still not there. Fudge you. I'm gonna go move my food and I'll check afterwards. I'm gonna refresh it one more time and then we're just gonna resume stream because screw this. Skedoodle, skedaddle. Oh, there it is. Wonderful. I'm gonna cook this right now because I'm about to get fucking banned. Maybe. I don't know. I have to find it. I'll find it eventually. How about you? There we go. Saving clip. Perfect. I'm gonna get my food, and we're actually gonna continue. Assuming I don't get my actually banned in the middle of it. Thank God these clips are on Twitch and not on YouTube, because they would definitely. I'm probably already age restricted at this point on YouTube. Or some. How am I not? I'm only not age restricted because I don't have any viewers on YouTube. That's it. If you are a child and you stumble across this, babies come from sex. Your parents, they like smack their bodies against the doorknob, and they like let me see, can I do this? They go like this. They go like they stick the penis into the vagina, and then the male ejaculates, and then that if the female is ovulating, then the sperm reaches the egg. She can be impregnated, and that's how babies are made. The end. Bye. Yep. Not age restricted. Da, 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 da. Bye. Alright, back for real now. Let me turn the thing off, and then we can actually continue stream. Yay. Alright. We're actually continuing now. Excellent. White Scarf League. Oh boy. This one makes the most sense. That. Yeah, we'll just put this.
이런 임무는
Square.
뱀 중에서도 내가 제일이지.
Oh, yeah, one makes more sense, but she's not
반대로
leveled.
생각해보면
Or else she's not
되겠네요.
leveled. Sorry. I'm gonna be stupid now. The stupid time. Oh. Actually, one last thing. 9 venomous werewolves, cool story, bro. Okay, that's very interesting. Alright, now to post it to Twitter, because this is what people need to know about me. If my IRL identity ever comes out and someone sends any of this to work, oh boy, Jesus fuck. I'm so toast. Alright, it's done. I'll see you in Banville. Or, I won't see you, I guess. I'll post on my Twitter and notify everyone that I've been banned, inevitably. The future, I can see the future. It's very dark. Very... Past is very naked, and the future is very dark. I'm so fucked. Maybe we can flip the script on our line of thought.
로자 씨, 부자를 미워하는 건
What kind of
보통
people are
어떤
you?
부류의
You
사람일 것
think hate
같아요?
rich people? Everyone. Poor people, middle class people, other fucking rich people.
단 가족은 빼고요. 만약 제가 갑자기 의문의 살인 사건을 당한다면 범인은 분명 제 가족 중 한 명일 거예요. 그게 아니라면 히스클리프 씨 정도일까요?
Pretty dark joke. He's not joking, Dante.
범블 씨를 정확하게 노렸어. 하지만 여기 일하는 직원들은 그렇게 빠르게 움직일 수가 없어. 뒤틀림으로 보이지도 않고.
Culprit went straight for Bumble. His employees literally can't move fast enough to have done any of that. None of them look like distortions either. It's someone who really doesn't like dating apps and went after Bumble just because they're called Bumble.
그래, 저 느림보들이 범인이라면 시계놈이 먼저 감지했겠지.
Yes, the culprit's hiding along the slow post. Clockwork knows it.
그렇다면 범인은 시간을 많이 가지지 못한 외부인. T사 둥지에 시간 부자들에게 불만을 가지고 있는 사람일 거야.
Narrow the culprit down to someone who's unrelated to time. Someone without much time. Someone who's got a bone to pick against the timer.
아니면 T사 둥지 자체에 불만을 품고 있는 사람일지도 모르겠네요.
There could be someone who's unhappy about the state of affairs in the T Corp.
그리고 단테 씨 말처럼 뒤틀림의 힘일 수도 있지만 기술청에 등록이 안 된 발명품을 가지고 있을지도 모르고요.
Oh, Dante could be right, because power can be granted by distortion. Nothing rules out the possibility that they may be using an unregistered effect.
그렇다면 한 놈이 아닐지도
Maybe
모르겠다.
more than a single culprit.
한 명이 아닐 수도 있더라.
More than a single culprit.
잠깐.
Wait, I think I know an organization that might fit that
비슷한
exact
느낌의
description.
단체를 알고 있는 것 같은데? 에이, 아니겠지. 그 녀석들은 더 이상 직접 나서서 행동하지 않게 됐으니까. 제 이사에서도.
Well, is their name the guys from Canto 2? Is that what you think of? Nah, no way, I doubt it. They won't ever take drastic action like these anymore, even back at J Corp.
우와, 우연이다. 나도 그런 느낌으로 활동하는 단체에 대해서 요즘 소문을 많이 들었거든.
Wow, there's some coincidence, isn't it? I happen to know people just like it. Sometime later in his third hour,
둥지에 불만이 있는 사람들?
group unhappy with the state of affairs in the nest.
유로 지비를 말씀하시는 겁니까?
Yep, the Euro deviated. I'm still looking for the Euro deviated.
아, 기억나요. 로저 씨의 친구분이 만드신 단체죠?
Ah, that rings a bell. Isn't your friend the founder of that organization, Radia? Radia stopped dead in her tracks.
유로지비가
The Euro deviated.
이곳에도 있어?
Here,
그 단체에 대해 아십니까?
you know something about that
여러
organization?
둥지에서 활동 중이라 들었습니다. 저희 T사의 모습을 드러낸 건 비교적 최근이고요.
I did hear they've been spreading throughout the nests as of late. But it hasn't been long since they started popping up within T-Corp's
그래서
border.
저 같은 T사 직속 직원들이 당직을 서서 수상한 자들을
Though Jack
대상으로
T-Corp
검문을
employees like
하고 있고요.
myself have been stationed all over the nest to question any suspicious
지루해
individual.
죽겠습니다. 같은 곳에서 계속 검문만 하려니까.
You think this is a real bug? Standing guard here. All this stop and search. So
그
curious.
유로지비가 이곳에선 어떤 짓을 하고 다니고 있는데?
What are the Euro TV up to around here?
별별 좀도둑 같은 짓을 다 합니다. 돈을 훔치거나 시간을 훔치거나.
All kinds of stuff that petty thieves get up to. Stealing things like time or money.
뭐 가끔 돈도 시간도 없는 사람들이 맡기는 사건을 해결해주는 탐정업도 한다곤 하는데.
Well, I did hear they also do some pro bono detective work for people who can't afford the time or money to hire people.
잠깐, 거기 당신 왜 그렇게 구부정하게 다니는 겁니까? 검문입니다.
Wait, stop right there. You, what are you looking around all shifty for? Stop and search.
아니, 저 담배 무신 분이 무섭게 노려보고 있잖아요.
What? Hang, I'm just trying to walk away from that lady with the stick and the creepy glare. Is that the guy from?
유로지비는
Maybe
어디서
not.
만날 수
Nah.
있어?
Where can we find him? The Euro Deviate. Wouldn't I love to know?
뭐 어려울 것도 없죠. 아마
Well, quite easily. In fact, let's see there. Honglu. A sudden explosion tore Honglu to shreds as he was peeking through an alleyway. Around an alley.
말하자마자 귀신같이 나타났잖아. 이럴 줄
Speaking of the
알았으면
devil,
대체 그 기능부터
maybe I should have activated their badges early. Activate our badges.
아이고 단테. 싸움은 제대로 시작도 안 했는데
Ooh,
고생이네.
starting off with a bang, huh? Good luck,
빨리
Dante.
살려주자.
Let's bring him back. Gotcha. Turning the clock now.
잠깐 살린다고요?
Wait, you can bring him back.
저기다! 저기에서 설치해놓은 폭탄이 터졌어!
There, the explosion came from that way.
역시 이 시간에 예상대로 징수에 나서는군. 이 더러운 시계줄놈들.
Damn watch chains of T-Corp. Here to collect your filthy dues, eh?
설명할 시간 없는 건 피차 다 아는 것 같으니까
Okay, no
나중에
time to
얘기하자.
explain, right? Let's talk about that later.
저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 아, 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
What? Impact.
목을 콱 물어버리자고. 피가 튀기.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요.
고작 이 정도 탕류의
매일
허덕이다.
보아왔는데도 지금은 감회가 새로워요.
Ah, interesting. Oh, it's just one.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
저분은 어디 아프신 걸까요? 아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어 보여요.
나선 속을 벗어날 수는 없다.
뱀으로 꿰뚫어 넌 푸름을 저 해충들을
이거리는
보여내.
충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
사요.
여기선 이런 공격이 지먹히는군요.
튀울 수도 없겠구나. 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나. 넌 푸름을 튀울 수도 없겠구나. 넌 푸름을 튀울 수도 없겠구나.
벗어날 수 있다고 생각했나?
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이 지나면
Rewinding clock.
홍어는 그제야 알게 되겠지. 이
Oh, I
홍로가
do like.
무엇을 바꾸었는지를.
눈 멀지 않게 조심하도록.
호트다!
Retreat.
이봐 참가상!
Hey, participation trophy. Participation trophy? Is he talking to
아까
me?
그거 어떻게 했던 거야? 똑딱똑딱 하더니 다친 친구들의 시간을 돌려놓았잖아. 그런 식으로 시간을 돌리는 기술은 살면서 한 번도 본 적 없거든.
What on earth did you do that earlier? Tick tock, and voila. It seemed to me like you rewound through time and unwound your friends. I've never seen a tic tac could rewind time like that. Well, that's
영업 비밀. 알면 다쳐.
trade secret. Ask and you shall receive pain.
신기하네. 너희는 시간이 무섭지 않아?
Fascinating. Aren't you terrified of
정리되지
time?
않은 공간에서 한 개체의 시간을 따로 되돌리는 방법 같은 건 없어. 그게 아니라면 내 탐구가 부진했구나. 아니야. 그럼 정말 심각한 문제인데. 난 꽤 절실한 축에 속했으니까.
Oh, he tried to achieve the same goal. I see. As far as I'm aware, there's practically no way to rewind time for a singular entity that exists in an open, unclosed area. Either that or my study didn't reach as far as I thought it did. Wait, no, that's actually a very serious problem then. I was very desperate, you know. It's unlikely I missed anything.
이런 상황에서 한가하게 대화를 나누는 게 더 심각하거든. 빨리 쫓아가자, 단테.
You know what else is a serious problem? The fact that we're wasting our time chatting about inane stuff while they're all getting away. Come on, Dante.
잠깐 기다려봐. 한가하다니. 이건 진짜 심각한 이야기라고. 저런 불순 분자 며칠 붙잡는 게 문제가 아니야. 아직 머리에서 찾아오지 않는 걸 보면 생명부활은 아닐 테니 역시 시간을 건드리는 방식일 텐데.
Hold on, inane stuff? This is extremely serious. Its importance is absolutely incomparable to what amounts to arresting a few small fire revolutionists. If there were a true resurrection, then the head would have been after your heads already. So I doubt that's what this is. It must have something to do with time manipulation. I'm
피지크
certain.
프로토콜처럼은 아니겠네. 그건 격리된 공간에나 가능한 거지. 개별적으로 적용할 수 있는 기술이 아니니까.
Maybe it works with the same mechanism as the TT2 protocol under the hood. Nope, that works only within an isolated enclosure. It can't rewind the time of a singular individual.
그럼 어딘가에서 끌어온 시간을 주입시키는 건가? 그나마 그럴듯해. 애초에 되돌리는 방식이면 살아나는 모습이 그런 식으로 보여질 리도 없고 역시 너도 시간을 되돌리거나 건너뛸 수는 없는 거야, 그치?
Perhaps they are drawing time from elsewhere to inject into their time streams. That seems a tad more plausible. If they're actually rewinding their time, then the visual elements of that process would manifest in a vastly different manner. I suppose this means that you can't rewind or skip time either, am I right? Can't just say all the gibberish and expect me to be able to.
그리고 꽤
Oh boy,
고통스러운
Jesus.
기색이던데. 다행이라고 하긴 좀 그렇지만 너한테 희소식이 하나 있어. 원래는 뒷골목 같은 위험 지역에 갈 때 설명해 주려고 했는데.
I'm just gonna start reading.
좀 늦었지만 배지기
Process
쪽에 있는
also
작은
seemed to
태엽을
involve a
돌려보내.
great degree of pain. Oh well. Seems to be in bad taste to say it's good news, but I suppose I can say that what I'm about to tell you is somewhat auspicious. I was going to get into the nitty-gritty only if you had ventured into one of the more dangerous places like the back streets. But here we go. Check the other side of your badges. There should be a small clockwork knob attached to the badge there. Mind rotating it for me? +5 stab member jabbered on endlessly, zapping between numerous objects within a matter of seconds, or reaching out and pointing to the badge to or where.
탐정 일회를 맡아준 해결사가 항상 제 몸을 지킬 만큼 강하진 않거든. 그래서 특별수사관 배지는 T사의 고등급 직원 시도에 장착된 것과 비슷한 기능이 있어.
Not all fixers specializing in investigations are strong enough to defend themselves in emergencies. That is why these special investigator badges are all equipped with the same special function that goes into suits that higher ranked staff members will equal for.
기능의 이름은 골든 타임. 태엽을 감아두면 착용자가 죽을 것 같은 상황에 처했을 때 신체의 회복 시간을 최대로 가속해줘. 네가 한 것보다야 하찮지만 그래도 굉장하지?
It's all golden time. If you keep the clockwork wound, it is automatically speed up the body's natural regeneration process as soon as it detects that the wearer is at risk of death. Nothing compared to what you're capable of, but it's quite something, isn't it? So, I don't actually have to turn the clock myself.
물론 한 번 쓰고 나면 다음에 쓸 때까지 시간이 좀 걸리니까 그때는 참가상 네가 아픈 걸 참고 살려주면 되는 거지.
And sometimes we fail once it's charged spent. If we run out of its uses, then I suppose it all comes down to you, participation trophy. You have to take one for the team and bring them all back.
우리가 상처 입고 피 흘리기 전에 뭘 조치해줄 생각은 없다. 이거지?
You only could do that. They're not willing to help us before we get torn to shreds, huh?
오히려 좋지.
I prefer that. Good. Ooh.
자, 그럼 쫓아가 볼까?
Ready. Let's go after them. Sometime later. Where did they run off to? How does Dante pant if he doesn't have a mouth? Or if they don't have a mouth?
분명 이 근방으로 뛰었는데.
You sure they came this way?
발자국이 끊겼군. 그
No
시시한
more
상황이
tracks.
너무 오래
Wasted
들었어.
too much time on board these boring lectures.
그런데 조수, 그렇게 여유롭게 따라와도 되는 거야?
Yeah, assistant. Are you sure it's okay for you to just saunter behind us like you're on our thing?
왜? 난 뛰는 게 싫어.
Why'd I run? I hate running.
유로지비를 체포해야 되는 게 당신 일 아니야?
Well, literally your job to arrest the Eurodivi, isn't it?
그런가? 지금 내 일은 유로지비를 체포하는 게 아니라 너희가 시간 살인마를 잘 잡는지 감시하는 건데?
Though, my job at this precise moment is to keep my eyes on you and your investigation regarding the case of time-killing time. Not making Eurodivi
당신은
arrest.
T사 소속 직원이잖아.
You're a Key Corp employee.
내가 열심히 뛰어서 탐정님들의 도와
Jesus,
유로지비를
fuck.
잡는다고
I swear,
치자. 그런다고 T사에 있는 문제가 모두 해결되고 살기 좋은 곳이 되기라도 해? 어차피 주도자를 찾지 못하는 이상 다시 퍼질 거야.
Okay, fine. Let's say I decide to run instead of walk. Can help you capture those irritated rascals. What then? Will P Corp suddenly stop having problems just because they're gone? Will this place suddenly transform into some kind of humanitarian paradise? Not to mention that, as long as their leader runs free, they'll be back before you know it.
궤변이군. 전소하면 그만이지 않나?
Excuses then, KTA.
소탕하면 더 위험한 조직이 그 자리를 차지할
Oh.
가능성도 있어.
You understood,
그때는 저
Ryosh?
뒤에 계속 서 있는 징수직 친구는 지루한 건물보다
If
더
we do kill
고통스러운
them
상황을
all,
겪게
that only
될지도
opens
모르지.
up room for more
열심히
worse
뛴 나도
syndicates to take
마찬가지고.
their place. If that happens, that collector friend from earlier might end up suffering from some much worse than having to stop and search some random passerby. Not to mention that I'll be getting muscle cramps from all the running.
그건
That's
그리고 당신 친구가 있는 단체라면서 내가 체포하지 않길 바라야 하는 거 아니야?
guys, isn't your friend one of them? Weird. I thought you wouldn't want me to arrest him.
그러게요. 저도 로자 씨가 유로지비를 좀 더 반가워하실 줄 알았어요.
I thought Radia would be a bit happier to be reunited with the Eurodivier. Well, since it looks like the trail's gone cold, let's go back to the stop and search lady and ask if she noticed anything suspicious since we left.
그래.
Fine. The corp employee we met earlier was standing completely inert, not moving on us.
딱하게도 이 늦은 시간까지 당직 중이신가 보네요.
Poor woman, I can't believe she's still on duty at such late hour.
직장인의 인생이란 그런 거니까.
The life of labor.
아니.
No.
이자.
Big daughter.
담이군. 숨소리도 들리지
The
않아.
time killer, I'm guessing. I can't even hear her
시간
breathe.
살인마의 수법이네요.
That's the time representative. I never got her that fast.
정지 상태. 그 자체다.
She's in a state of absolute stillness.
손에 피를 묻히지 않아도 죽음의 상태로 만든다.
Death-like state, achieved without simple blood on their hands.
결벽적인 예술이군.
What a misophobic art.
저희에겐 비록 멈춘 것처럼 보이지만
Be in a state of stasis to those of us watching from the outside.
이분에겐 눈 깜빡할 정도의 찰나겠죠.
Or this must be as brief as a blink of an eye.
범인은 그 많은 시간들을 어디에 쓰려는 걸까요?
What do you think the culprit's trying to do with all that time? Guys, this is a crime scene. Let's try not to touch the body. I mean, the victim.
우와, 이것 봐. 시공간 전이 중첩 현상이 일어나고 있나 봐. 만져지지가 않아.
Whoa, look, there must be some sort of spatial temporal displacement superposition phenomenon going on here. She's entirely incorporeal.
아니, 이 와중에 무슨 감상평을...
Seriously, the time? No, there is no time. That's the point. Alrighty, out there, up there. Looked around, noticing the now familiar sensation of a distortion, and caught a brief glimpse of a suspicious figure slowly slipping into the fog. I'm like, was that intentional or a glitch? It seems it was intentional.
거기! 멈춰!
You, stop. Ryoshi, think you can catch up?
사냥개 역할은 사절인데 이번만 어울려주지.
Not your hunting dog, for sure. I'll entertain you just as once.
우와, 제법 빠른 속도로 쫓아가네.
Oh, she's pretty fast.
로슈 씨는 재미있는 게 생겼을 때 달리기가 빨라지거든요.
Just like a cat. Ryoshi sure moves fast when she finds something interesting.
너희처럼 앞만 보면서 열심히 뛰어가는 사람은 오랜만에 봐.
Been a while since I've seen people like you. The kind who sprint forward, eyes fixed on their
여기
eyes.
사람들은 발끝만 내려다보며 걸어가잖아. 구부정하게.
Here, everyone only ever looks down, their necks bent and gaze locked on the ground, watching their own feet take their halting
아마
steps.
사람들이 고개를 들 때라고는 시계탑을 볼 때뿐일 거야.
Those who only ever look up to check time on clock towers.
옛날에는 모두가 허리를 꼿꼿이 펴고 다니던 시절도 있었을 텐데.
There's been a time when everyone walked tall.
나... 왜 그런지 알 것 같아.
I know why that is.
무기력해져서 그래.
Because they all learned helplessness.
숨이 가쁘도록 뛰어봐도 달라질 게 없을 거라는 걸 깨달아서.
Because they realize even if they ran till their lungs burst, nothing will change. That doesn't matter.
아무래도 메르소 씨처럼 균일한 호흡법을 익히는 건 힘들 테니까요.
My God, Jesus. Yeah, not everyone can run like Mercel. Learning to maintain a stable breathing rhythm is not easy.
그런 말은 아닌데.
That's not what I'm talking about. Wait, let's look at her face. Remember, it's the same face she was making earlier when she shouted, "It's a stop and search."
그러게. 수상한 사람을 보고 검문을 하려다가 당한 걸 수도 있겠어. 돌아오면 물어보자.
She saw someone suspicious. Fortune for a common search. I got ambushed. You can ask her when she recovers.
언제 돌아오실진 모르겠지만요.
Don't know when she'll recover. Sometime later.
받아라.
Catch. Should we capture him
저기
alive?
류슈. 그런데 아무리 봐도
Maybe Rush, doesn't he kind of
아까
look
도망가던 범인이랑은 다른 옷차림처럼 보이지 않아?
bit different from the mysterious person that got away? He's clearly wearing something different.
그리고 이 사람은 아까 봤던 유로집이 중 하나잖아.
Besides, he's one of the Eurodivi we already ran into.
옷차림 따위 껍데기일 뿐.
Those are just husks that can be. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ, the timing. That can be cast off at any moment. Sorry, I need to screenshot this first.
이놈 나를 보더니 주랭랑을 쳤다.
Started running as soon as our eyes met. Yeah, do you see all your trust, Ryoshi? You're like sus as fuck. Yeah, that's weird.
어이, 눈 떠.
Hey, rise and shine.
수상한 건 네 쪽이지. 그렇게 칼을 든 채로 무섭게 쫓아오고 있으면 누가 봐도 도망가게 된다고.
How am I the suspicious one? Anyone would run if you started sprinting after them with that big sword in your hands.
진실을 개어내게 만드는 방식은 여러 가지가 있지.
I have many ways to crush the truth out of him. So step on your balls. Lucky. Burst. No dismembering.
이 주변은 우리 유로집의 구역이야. 여기로 날 데려온 걸 후회하게 될 걸.
If you're Divier's turf, you'll soon regret dragging me down here.
이럴 때를 대비해서 가져온 비장의 무기.
Yeah, I prepared a secret weapon just for this occasion. Watch out. Nothing happened. What's that?
주변에 있는 동지들을 불러 모으는 유로집이 T사지부의 5대 역작 중 하나. 휴대용 진동 조정식 점등형 음파 발생기다.
One of the 5 greatest inventions of the EuroDVA keyboard branch, the portable adjustable frequency periodical lighting apparatus attachment sound wave generator. This will call every single EuroDVA in its range to its exact location.
아, 발명가들은 보통 저게 문제야. 발명품 이름을 너무 길게 짓는다니까.
There, see what I mean? You see the problem prevalent amongst inventors. They never know when to stop when it comes to naming their
내
inventions.
뒤통수를 후린 대가는 만만치 않다는 걸.
You'll pay dearly for smacking me in the back of my knob. Oh, I see it's reaching right through.
저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 아, 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없어.
목을 떨궈주마.
Big is Ryoshi? Can I even see that? Come on. Let me see Ryoshi's. Stats on this.
놀랐어?
어라? 저쪽에 비틀거리시는 분이 보이네요. 이만 편히 눕혀드릴까요?
No, but I'm just gonna go full power.
나
Screw this.
손속을
They just
벗어날
like
수
something long
없다.
enough.
뱀으로 꿰뚫어라. 저 해충들을
이 거리는
구해내.
충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
다들
사요.
첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다
넌
정말 잘하셨네요.
튀울 수도 없겠구나.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
피가 튀기.
이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
저분은 어디 아프신 걸까요? 아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어 보여요.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
뱀으로 꿰뚫어라. 넌 푸름을 튀우. 저
이
해충들을
거리는 충분해.
구해내.
너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
What happens if
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군.
what happens if their time resumes?
긴 길을
You know, like sticking your hand through their immaterial self. Like,
세월이
well, what
지나면
happens then?
홍호는 그제야 알게 되겠지.
Answer me, game. Oh, I
이
just
홍로가
probably gonna be the last stage I'm gonna do tonight.
무엇을 바꾸었지?
Because I'm lazy as fuck.
눈 멀지 않게 조심하도록.
I'm definitely not finishing this tonight. It's right. It's not super late yet, but I don't want to stay up
저희에게도
like
이런 힘을
really, really.
베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 아, 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
No, that whole thing's useless. Why am I doing all of it? Don't block.
뱀으로 꿰뚫어라. 저 해충들을
이 거리는
구해내.
충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
사요. 짐승.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
Exploring. Oh, it's situation. It went off. Oh, it went off now.
저분은 어디 아프신
Alright, so
걸까요?
that's punch of block.
아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어 보여요.
짐승들의 재갈을 풀겠다. 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나.
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아왔는데도 지금은 감회가 새로워요.
피가 튀기.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만. 어머, 빈틈 투성이네.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다. 그 시선 경멸스럽다.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나. 명에 따라 홍원을 지켜라. 이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
That is why someone is doing.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다. 그 시선 경멸스럽고.
2,400 viewers.
와, 봤어요, 단테님? 돌아오면 칭찬을 잔뜩 해주셔야겠는걸요?
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 뱀으로 꿰뚫어. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수. 저
이
해충들을
거리는 충분해.
도려내.
너한텐
9.2k followers.
시선은 눈이 멀지 않도록.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요.
나선 속을 벗어날 순
이제
없다.
모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
Is everyone just jumping in? Alright. Cutscene.
경외라 혹은 괄목하든가.
What? That's it?
평범과 비범은 이렇게나 큰 차이를 보이지. 한낱 날개 따위에 안주할 내가 아니다만 아직 그 실험들의 결과를 보고 싶으니 참도록 할까.
이런 임무는
Alright, so I do one
벤틀에서도
more
내가
stage and
제일이지.
not just combat. Alright. After matching various pieces of information we found, we defeated your Divian members together. We managed to track them down. Yes, good. Alright. There we go. I posted it. Wonderful. Managed to track down the run-down building that appeared to be our hideout.
결국 이곳까지 찾아냈네.
Finally managed to track us down, have them to filthy watch chains to the T-Corp, and you clock. You clock, he says.
당연하지. 나는 명탐정이니까.
It's only elementary because I am an ace detective. Raja is then triumphantly as she flicked her hair back, but I sensed the smallest hint of uncertainty in her voice.
맞아요. 우리는 명탐정이에요.
Yep, we're all ace detectives.
아지트를 발각당한 건 뼈아픈 실책이지만 그래도 너희들이 그렇게 강해 보이진 않아.
I'll admit it. We should never let you track us down, but you don't look too
우리가
strong.
익숙한 공간에서 싸움을 걸다니
was moved by the
그만한
line in
각오는
his den.
되어 있는
I hope you
거겠지.
prepared yourselves.
상관없어. 우리에겐 무려 5등급 직원이 있으니까. 그치?
Don't worry about our butts. We got a class 5 with us, you know.
그 복장, 여유 넘치는 태도. 이걸로 알 수 있는 사실은 저 사람이 진짜 5등급 직원일 확률이 높다는 점과
I can deduce a few things about you. One, that man's outfit. The aloof look on his face. I see. It's likely that you're not lying that he really is a class 5 staff.
이 누추한 아지트에 5등급 시계줄을 데려온 너희에게 양심이 없다는 점이겠지.
Two, you are absolutely shameless for bringing a class 5 watch chain to a rundown hideout like this.
여기서 양심이 왜 나와?
Does this have anything to do with shame?
양심은 모르겠지만 누추하긴 하네요.
I don't know about shame. This place sure is run down.
아, 그럼 공평하게 이렇게 하자. 나는 빠질게.
Right? How about this? I'll sit this one out just for the sake of fairness.
아무래도 내가 싸우면 반칙이 되어버리잖아.
I feel like cheating part in this fight. Yeah.
그건 공평하네.
It is
제안을
a fair
받아들이겠어.
proposition. Fine, I accept your offer. Do you guys say any of this? No.
저희에게도 이런 힘을 베풀어 주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요? 아, 실수로 주셨더라도 상관없어요. 한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
짐승들의 재갈을 풀겠다. 뱀으로 꿰뚫어라. 저 해충들을
이 거리면
모여내라.
충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
사여.
I want to know should do that, but my butt.
아, 여기선 이런 공격이 잘 먹히는군요.
Not gonna go as far as the goat seeing in front of the camera, just because I think that might be too much. Oh, actually, yeah, I don't want to stick my hands in my butt.
고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나. 다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아하는데도
놀랐어?
지금은 감회가 새로워요.
Purple.
나선 속을
이
벗어날
거리면
수는 없.
충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만. 빈틈투성이네.
저분은 어디 아프신 걸까요? 아까랑 다르게 기운이 없어 보여요.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
경외감 속에 숨어들. 진빛 경멸. 그 시선 경멸스러워.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나. 뱀으로 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나. 저
이
해충들을
거리면 충분해.
모여내라.
너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
사여. 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
어머, 놀랐어? 빈틈투성이네.
시선에 눈이 멀지 않도록.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
목을 콱 물어버리자고. 이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만. 이 거리는 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
그 시선 경멸스럽군.
저번에 약속한 거 안 잊었지,
Are we
죽은?
done?
그
Is that
외에
it?
임무를 성공적으로 100번만 수행하면
This is so much shorter than I thought it would be.
설마 소유권을 벌써 다 쓴 거야?
What to
말도 안
do?
돼. 이건 약속이랑 다르잖아.
Well, you know, I'll do one more stage because I have enough to get the ink or whatever for it. I'll do this, and then we'll be done.
내 명을
Yes.
들은 시비수.
Smart decisions. Singe.
결집이다.
Brilliant. You're brilliant. I fucking
저희에게도
swear this
이런
is
힘을
just more
베풀어
combat.
주시다니 마음씨가 넓은 분이실까요?
Oh, they're
아,
they're
실수로
anomalies.
주셨더라도 상관없어요.
Sort.
한 번 베푼 이상 낙장 불입이랍니다.
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다. 그 시선
다들 첫 여정을 시작했을 때보다 정말 강해지셨네요. 매일 보아왔는데도 지금은 감회가 새로워요. 그만둘 생각이 없어 보이네요. 저분이 포기하지 않는 건 악에 바친 고집 때문일까요? 아니면 차마 내려놓을 수 없는 자신만의 이유 때문일까요?
짐승들의 재갈을 부리겠다. 친히 목을 떨궈주마. 고작 이 정도 탕류의 허덕이나 뱀으로 꿰뚫어라.
아,
저 해충들을
여기서
이 거리는
노련을 잘
충분해.
먹히는군요.
너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
사요. 짐승, 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
아, 저분은 어디 아프신 걸까요? 아까랑 다르게 기운이
Oh,
없어 보여요.
I don't want to use her thing. Oh, alright, whoa, where am I? What?
나선 속을 벗어날 순 없다.
넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 넌 푸름을 틔울 수도 없겠구나.
피가 튀겠고.
이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를.
목을 콱 물어버리시고.
What? I haven't manned yet. Nope, no emails from Twitch. I don't know. Maybe in the clear. We'll see. Tomorrow. Maybe. Get them hungry. murder their
정작
asses.
이 정도 탕류에 허덕이나. 이 풍진 세상에서 힘껏 살아가느라 수고 많으셨어요. 이제 모든 짐 놓으셨으니 그 끝에 고요한 휴식이 있기를. 짐승들의 재갈을 풀겠다.
On, throw them on contempt of the ocean.
뱀으로 꿰뚫어라. 저
이
해충들을
거리는 충분해.
도려내라.
너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
와, 봤어요, 단테님? 돌아오면 칭찬을 잔뜩 해주셔야겠는걸요?
튀울 수도 없겠구나.
Yes. I swear, that's it, isn't it? Well, there's a cutscene. Yes, finally. Okay, we will end here tonight. We quickly moved our conversation into the hideout after defeating the UODBA members.
순순히 항복.
Surrender and
잡
confess.
살려놓는 인내심도
Starting to run low on patience. Might kill you soon. No, it looks like Ryo's just getting tired of playing detective.
항복이라면 이미 했어. 하지만 대체 뭘 자백하라는 건지 모르겠네.
Surrendered already. Not
우리가
sure you want us to
요로집이라는
confess either.
자백이라도 필요한 거야?
What would you like for us to confess? That we're your DBA or something? We hesitated, unsure if he was really close or not. That's when Radia confidently strode forward and pointed an accusatory finger at the your DBA
자,
captain.
너희는 평소에 이 둥지를 마음에 안 들어하지?
Questioning time. We've always hated this state of affairs, am I right?
당연한 말을.
Must you really ask?
기술청에 등록도 안 한 발명품들을 만들기도 하고, 그렇지?
Like inventing stuff and not registering them in intake agency, don't you?
그거야. 당장 이 주변만 봐도 알 수
Again,
있지 않아?
must you really inquire about something you could discern simply by looking around?
나 이 발명품들 구경 좀 해봐도 돼?
Unprotected gander isn't that
잠깐. 그렇게 아무거나 만지면
Let's just go around touching.
오, 이거 고슴도치 모양의 장난감 같지만 사실 폭탄이구나. 일정 거리 안에 들어온 손바닥을 스캔해서 허가되지 않은 자가 건드릴 때 가시가 나오고 시간이 지나면 사방으로 가시가 쏘아지는 폭탄.
I see. This hedgehog toy is a time bomb disguised as a stuffy. It scans the palm as soon as it enters within a certain proximity range. If it doesn't recognize the palm as an authorized individual, it'll shoot out its spines to penetrate the
여기
injured.
아래쪽 굴착 나사 조임을 좀
We've
느슨하게
split
하면 더
parts
좋았을
tightly
텐데
down.
나사를
But
무작정
do
많이
all
조인다고
that
좋은 게
mechanical
아니야.
engineering
가시가
isn't
들어간
about
부분도
all about
나는 원형이
tightening
아니라
the
육각형으로
screws
했을
as
거야.
hard as you can. Sometimes you need slightly loose screw or two to make things fit better. And I think if I were you, I would have made the spines full hexagon shaped, not circular. Oh my goodness, fucking hexagon is best upon that's motherfucker. Also, why are you helping?
잠깐 만져보고 그걸 알아보다니 평범한 직원은 아닌 것 같네.
Tell that from a quick look. They're certainly no common employee.
아무튼 거기 있는 건 시험작들이라 부족한 점이 많아.
Either way, most of
실제로는
those are experiments, incomplete products. In
더
truth,
위험하고 파괴적인 발명품들도 만들기도 하겠네. 그렇지?
in truth, they like making more dangerous and destructive inventions to their
끈질기네. 그래서
really
뭘
are
하고 싶은
persistent one,
거지?
aren't you? What are you getting?
그러다가 시간까지 통째로 가져가는 발명품을 만들었을 테고.
And I'm sure these violent inventions eventually lead to something that can completely withhold someone's time. Wait, what?
시간 살인 시간의 범인.
The culprit behind the case of the time kill in time.
너희들이지?
So you guys, right?
극단적인 방법을 써서라도 마음에 안 드는 건 일단 부수고 보는 거 아니야?
What you do is you see something that rubs you the wrong way, so you go ahead and smash it.
비약이 심하네. 넌 도대체 우리 유로지비를 뭐라고 생각하는 거야?
Bit of logic leap, isn't it? Who do you think we are to be?
당신 친구가 예전에 꽤 화끈하게 저질렀나 봐.
Sounds like this pal you are really messed up big time in the past. And he did something drastically wrong.
아니야. 소냐는
No, Sonia.
그럴듯한 말을 늘어놓는 건 잘했어. 많은 사람들이 그의 언변에 감탄하고
He always
동조했지.
knows to say the right things. Things to get people to agree with him, convince them to join his
그의
cause.
말을 듣고 있으면 세상을 바꾸는 것쯤은 정말 사탕을 녹여 먹는 것처럼 쉽게 느껴졌으니까.
His words filled me with confidence that we could really change the world. It really was as effortless as letting candy slowly melt away in your mouth.
하지만 그 애가 뭘 바꿀 수 있겠어. 소냐는 얘들처럼 적극적으로 행동하지도 않아. 아마 T사의 유로지비는 제2사의 소문을 듣고 이름만 흉내낸
What could he possibly do to change the world? Doesn't even do anything. Not like these guys. I bet D Corp or Divi are nothing more than knockoffs who just found themselves inspired by stories coming out of J Corp work.
아까부터 제대로 추리하는 게 하나도 없잖아. 우리는 이름만 흉내내지 않았어. 그리고 성자님은 이미 많은 걸 바꾸셨지. 너 같은 일개 탐정이 꿈꾸지 못할 정도로 많은 걸.
Absolutely baffling how you failed to correctly reduce a single thing. No, we're not knockoffs. Besides, the Saint has already brought many changes to this world. Changes that you mere detectives can't even dream of.
성자?
The Saint.
그래. 소냐님은 우리 유로지비를 모든 둥지로
Really close
퍼지게
to
한 데
another Saint
가장
there,
큰
but
공을
you might want to watch
세우셨지.
the copyright.
성자라고 불리는 건
Indeed,
단지 그 이유
Saint
때문만은
Sonia
아니시군요.
was the one who really sparked the fire of the Eurodivi in Eriness. Well, that isn't the only reason they call him Saint. Just besides,
유로지비를 모든 둥지로?
Eurodivi
소냐가?
in Eriness. Sonia did that. I wonder why.
소냐님의 친구라고 하니 좀 더 확실히 말하지. 우리 유로지비는 관련 없어.
So you think we say Sonia's friend? Allow me to say in no uncertain terms, Eurodivi has nothing to do with the case.
소냐가
Sonia, he...
그게 사실이라는 걸 어떻게 믿지?
Are we supposed to take you at your word? Please, Real, should stop being a murder hobo for 5 seconds.
우선 시간을 죽이는 굉장한 발명품은 유로지비에 없어. 시간을 도둑질하거나 시계를 탈취하는 건 해왔지만 시간을 죽이는 건 상식적으로 불가능하거든.
First, the honest time kill.
그런 걸
You can steal
만들었다간
time or time
분명
pieces, but it's practically
기술청의
impossible to
방문을
kill time.
받겠지.
Making something so absurd is to really catch the tech agency's attention.
그런 소란은 원치 않아.
That is the trouble that I am not willing to
왜?
fight.
지금도 꽤 둥지에서 소란을 피우잖아. 유로지비는 더 많은 혼란을 원하는 게 아니야?
By certainly causing ruckus here, isn't that what the Eurodivi wants? Chaos. I
우리
don't think so.
뒷골목 갱단과 같은 취급하지 말았으면 좋겠어. 물론 우리 중에 일부 그런 소란을 원하는
This
사람도
one
있었지.
compares to like the backstreet stuff, gangs. Though there are those among us who want that chaos.
지금은 유로지비를 떠났지만 T사에 남아도는 시간을 모두 빼앗고 동지들끼리 분배한다는 계획을 주장하던 녀석도 있긴
Former
했어.
members in the system must take the abundance of time and think for ourselves and have our comrades divide equally among us.
하지만 그래선 가지지 못한 자에게도 피해를 주겠지. 그러니 우리는 성자님의 말씀에 따라 적당한 때가 올 때까지 기다려야 해.
Those drastic
가진 자들을
actions
물어뜯을
often hurt bad laws.
완벽한 때를.
Those who do not deserve such pain. They must adhere to this institution. To truly tear out the throats of the rich, we must wait for the right.
적당한 때. 정말 소녀가 퍼뜨린 거란 거잖아.
Ah, so it really was Sonya.
아까부터 궁금했던 건데
I've been wondering,
정말
are you really the
성자님과
Saint's friend?
친구인 거야?
그럼요. 같이 가자고 제안도 받으셨는걸요?
Of course she is. Even invited her to join his journey. Why don't we leave for now? We can always come back here once we uncover more evidence.
단테 씨가 돌아가자고 하시네요.
Dante says, let's leave for now.
잡아가지 않아도 돼? 체포하지 않냐면서 한 소리 했었잖아.
Are we not arresting? Then why you give me a whole lecture about it's my job first? Rod ignored the assistant's question and turned to leave the hideout, wearing a dark expression. Something I've never seen from her before. The assistant shrugged. We were about to leave the hideout as well, but the Intervallo captain
기다려. 성자님의 친구라면 탐정 선배로서 몇 가지 조언은 해줄 수 있어. 마침 생각나는 것도 몇 개 있으니.
Wait, if you really are a friend of the saint, I can't let you leave without giving you some advice. As a more experienced detective, I was able to establish a few things from this conversation, so allow me to share them with you.
아, 그러네. 너희는 탐정 일도 가끔 한다 그랬지. 유로집에는 다 그래?
Oh, right, you dabble in detective work from time to time as well. Yes? This is a common thing that you typically get up to.
아니, 29 유로집이만의 특징이지. 아무튼 나라면 피해자들 간의 공통점을 먼저 찾아보겠어.
No, only the Intervallo branch in District 22. Anyway, if I were you, I would start by looking for a common thread of ties to all the victims together. Find out what they have in common.
왜?
Why? Girl, you fucking.
T사 징수청은 시간이 어디서 흘러왔고 어디로 나아갈지 알고 있지. 그런데 지금은 그걸 몰라서 범인을 잡지 못하고 있는 거고.
하지만 유로집이 분들도 안 잡혔지 않아요?
Not everything about the coming and goings of time. Why are you avoiding their eyes?
잡혀가는 사람도 많지. 그 외에는 비밀이야. 둥지의 테러를 할 수 있도록 해주는 비장의 수단이 있다. 정도로만 알아도.
Not all of us do. I can't tell you anymore. Or just know we have an ace up our sleeve that lets us continue our guerrilla activities in this nest.
아무튼 흔적도 없이 시간을 잘라낼 수 있는 수단이 있는데도 이상할 정도로 소극적이라고 생각하지 않아?
Anyways, it did not strike you as odd that for someone with such impressive technology that can quite literally rip time away without a trace, the killer seems unusually passive.
분명 조건이 있는 거라고 생각해. 신념이라고도 볼 수 있겠지만 그런 확신범들은 좀 더 눈에 띄는 흔적을 남겨두거든.
This tells me that there is a condition. They must first meet to use their powers. Another possibility is that they have used a certain creed. That they have a certain creed or belief system that they follow. But ideologically motivated culprits usually find more obvious evidence that points to their beliefs.
아, 듣고 보니 맞는 말 같네요. 저희 탐정단에 새로 들어오실래요?
Oh, I think that's nicely. Want to join our squad of ace detectives?
이 얼간이 탐정들은 대체 누가 고용한 거야?
Who the hell hired this bumbling team of amateur detective wannabes?
됐어. 그냥 이제 좀 나가줘.
Never mind. Now would you kindly leave this place? Well, we know where the Intervallo are. Always come back here if we ever need anything else. Edit. I'm done. I'm done. Probably.
또 한 줄 길을 남겼군. 핏물진 길일 뿐이지만 세월이 지나면
There they are on the thing.
홍우는 그제야 알게 되겠지.
The clock of what?
이 홍로가 무엇을 바꾸었는지를.
That's Ryoshi, that's Hongu crouching over, and that's Rajan. Cool. Following this mystery thief. Or killer, or whatever. Oh, I completed the thing. Awesome. Well, alright. Probably it for tonight. I'll be back probably tomorrow to finish this. Maybe play some more Arknights. The original. One that has livers. Well, till next time, live long and prosper. Bye.